Presumably, hello, hello, Dr.
Hello.
Gears. Welcome to Dr. Gears Presents The Dark World. We totally weren't discussing feet pics as we were dialing in.
Specifically
I'm
yours.
sorry, did you just giggle, snort?
Yeah,
Okay,
probably.
just
Prob-
checking. Just checking. Again, I'm
Specifically
Dr.
yours.
Gears. These are the
Oh, I like our
what the hell? You can't just change.
He got very small.
You can't.
Oh no!
I'm doing a thing. You can't just change your camera angle in the middle of it.
Oh no! Kelsey,
Why are you
It
so
is-
small?
An encoder error occurred.
At least it switched over seamlessly.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Kelsey.
I'm sorry. Like it's the same angle. You're just like half this. Anyway, it's
Small.
fine.
I can't.
So
Kelsey is
as you
small.
can see, the stream is pretty much standard, pretty standard for the moment. Different date. That was partially my fault. My wife was sick and needed me to care for her, primarily getting her snacks and listening to her whine. Don't tell her I said that. I am myself not sick in any way that isn't manageable by medication.
At the moment.
It's totally fine. Did find out that she just has the flu, not COVID. So small blessing.
Hey.
Because apparently COVID gives me delirious fever. That was fun.
Oh, my.
Last time I had COVID, my wife lost her big job. And while she was trying to process that, I was basically laying on the ground trying not to die. And so it was a
That
bummer.
must have been a great day.
That was a fun day. Not really.
Said no one ever.
being like a huge like mushroom and pot junkie is actually like really good for being sick because I don't experience it.
That's not the same.
Wait, you're
You
sick,
can't-
but you don't realize it? Or
You
what?
can't just deal with problems by leaving. That's not how that works.
That I can.
You
That
know
I
what?
can.
Oh,
you
you
can't
know
I
what?
deal with all the
This-
problems,
I
You
have
have
to
to
see
deal with
myself
it.
out. Yeah.
It's like if there's dishes you have to do, you can't just leave and come back and expect them to be done. Someone's got to do them. That's someone.
Well, hey, if I'm sick,
Hey.
I'm not gonna be doing much.
God.
Look, all I'm
Anyway.
saying is that I leave the dishes in the sink, I go to bed, I come back, and they're all done. So
They're
I'm just
just
saying
done.
there might be a ghost in the house, you know.
Uh,
Well, weed's also
Hopefully
good
not my
for that
roommates
because
doing it.
I love.
yeah,
doing
not your
dishes
roommate. No,
for weed.
totally. But no, as a quick recap, if I remember right. Also, I realize after I did that, I may have fucked up some of the timing on the previous couple little things as far as like day cycles, things like that. I won't be apologizing nor reflecting on it, so I'll probably do it. Anyway,
No, that's fair.
but Grebe, you know, everything coming up Grebe. Thought he was gonna get to know a couple nice little ladies that he met earlier, and no.
No.
You know, not,
Yeah,
not
you know
really.
how it is.
Yeah,
You know how it is. You think
Yeah.
you're gonna get a threesome with two girls, and then a guy suddenly comes in, and then you have a bad time.
That was, I'm sorry, as a brief aside, apparently, and it might still be going on, I know it was several years ago, there was a group of girls in Japan in like high school and such who would go and set up dates with gentlemen and then take them to a hotel. And then like while they were gearing up, like 30 or 40 girls would come in, beat the shit out of them and then rob them and
Yes.
then leave.
As
And
one
they
does.
wouldn't say anything
Yeah.
because they were
Yeah.
always underage.
Like you do. Yeah.
They were
That's
all
what you
underage.
get.
I was like, what are you going to do? Call the cops?
Yeah.
It's like,
Good. Do it again.
Oh,
Play stupid games. Win stupid
stupid
prizes.
games.
wait! Everyone
Same.
involved, except the dude who got beat,
Yeah.
was the kid.
Yeah, it was underage. Was under age.
Did the
majority.
guys know they were underage?
Yes, yes, they
Set.
did.
Set
Okay,
them on
so
fire.
dissolved.
Yes.
So dissolved.
Double win.
But it's just like,
It's because
yo,
what I love is that
Everyone
you're basically just kind of caught in like you're caught in a trap because you either A, admit that you're a pedophile, or B, you admit that you got your ass beat by a bunch of kids.
yeah. There's no like, There's no good option there. I'm sorry, it was just baffling.
Yeah, take your licks.
Good.
That sucks. That
Suck
sucks.
Get the fuck
What are you
up.
gonna do? Oh well.
Sucks to be you in
Cost
particular.
of doing business, I
Arm.
guess.
We support no games in this house.
Anyway, it's got weird fast.
Yeah.
Faster than normal.
This is normal.
Yeah. But no, Grebe, previous agent, came up and is currently secured to a bed in a soundproof chamber, and Filial is Filial him is doing the do, tuning him
You could
up.
say he's filling him up.
Oh,
Ooh.
get out!
Oh.
And
So,
Some-
point of order. Point
Yes.
of order. Filial dragged him out onto the floor before.
Okay,
So
okay,
he
good
is
enough.
on the
Good.
floor.
Good. Easy to clean, easy to use. The hilarious part, of course, being that Caroline briefly seemed to be the voice of reason, long enough to cast Ring of Truth, so that
I haven't
this
cast
would
it
be
yet.
profitable.
Yeah, didn't cast.
I didn't cast it yet.
Didn't
As
cast it yet,
seen.
but prepared. Just making sure it's profitable.
I
Um,
need a chance to respond to what's happening too.
okay, yeah, no,
Because I didn't get to.
things
form a
happen
response
very quickly.
yet.
Yeah, I completely forgot that last session we did not even update Tatter on what the fuck was
No.
gonna happen.
No, well,
No,
just kind of
and
happened.
this is gonna happen right now. Yeah,
Really,
so-
right in front of my mimic.
yeah, right in front. No, my mimic is at
Yes,
my
we do.
mimic is at home, safe.
What's Squammer's doing right now?
He's probably relaxing, eating,
Slowly
sleeping.
feeling the texture of the upper roof of his mouth. Just
I love Squammer.
standard mimic activities.
cleaning the eyes one tongue
Yeah,
at a
just-
time.
Just
No.
quietly seeing where he can get an eye to pop out,
Yep.
without being spotted. But no, it was definitely a situation
Oh, boy,
that had
was it
arisen.
ever.
And also, I would like to clarify. I have no idea where this is going or why this
Yeah.
is happening,
No,
but we'll do what we can.
yeah.
Like, I'm up for casual torture anyway. This was not how I was expecting things to go. It's
No.
fine.
Yep.
I just
That's how Tatter feels right about now too, probably. Like,
I'm
Look,
no.
I'm fine with a little bit of war crimes, but just
Just-
warn me ahead of time, okay?
Yeah.
I think that's
Feels
kind of
Feels
how
like a
everybody-
discussion we
Just-
should
just
all should have
rallying
been a
up
part of. You probably should have warned all of us.
the
At
party
least,
of the
at least like a
suggestion.
wink or something, anything. All right. I
so.
would. God.
Yes.
Just kind of set the
Yeah.
visual stage.
Setting the visual
Where
There
is
are-
everybody?
There are 4 filials.
Yes.
There's a
Yes.
Grebe on the floor.
Yeah.
Filial's eyes are rolled back in his head.
Yes.
There's lightning bolts.
There's some eldritch
between
lightning
everything and
happening.
everybody.
Yes.
Grebe just got defibrillated,
Yeah.
and Filial is also in his head.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's some
Okay.
shit going on.
Right.
Okay.
Suffice to say, Grebe, if he's not,
So-
he should be sufficiently fucking terrified right
Yeah, no, he's not doing great. He's judging by
Hmm.
the sounds that he's making, he's not happy or healthy.
Yeah.
Incidentally, Caroline is in the room, as is Sam and poor Tatter. Of everybody here,
So.
this all occurred very quickly.
Oh yeah. No.
And
Fucking idea. They
Tatter
knew
just
what was
walked
happening.
in.
Guess who didn't?
To this
Okay.
shit.
So. Look, Tiny Hut was more of a response than a call to action. So I'm guessing all of this happened really fast. Philly did his thing.
Yeah,
everybody
you guys
suddenly-
walked in and
So I'm still by the door.
Ah,
I cast Tiny Hut
yeah.
out of Tatter cast Tiny
Oh
Hut
shit, this is
out
gonna
of,
be noisy.
out of reflex.
Yeah.
Does anybody care to tell me what the fuck is going on?
Grebe might be again, electrocution.
Yeah.
He's making noise. It
Grebe
might be
Grebe
helpful.
is fine.
He's fine.
What does it look like? We're about to interrogate someone.
Why?
Sam, you wanna
What are
answer
you?
that?
What are you doing with this person here right now? Because I gotta tell you, there are people downstairs who are worried about magic. We are all in this fucking room with this guy right now, and they watched him come up those stairs. They know this man. What are we doing right now? I'll kill him myself if I have to, but what is going on? Why? Who? Why? 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 Sam?
Well, we're deciding to indulge a little bit of our baser desires with our friend Grebe here in order to extract certain information out of him that we require.
What's this wee shit?
What's this baser desire shit? I will
Hey,
absolutely
ask
stab a
Filio.
person. I will
Ask
absolutely stab
Filio.
a
He's
person.
the Ask Filio. He's the one that wants to torture him.
I will absolutely stab a man in the face. But what do you mean baser desires? Hold all the
Torture.
horses.
Torture. I'm talking about torture, dear.
I
Oh, this-
understand we're torturing this man.
Is this
But
not
my
what your
base-
plan was?
My base
Did you have a
desires have
different plan?
nothing to do with this person nor torture.
Did I misunderstand?
Tatter
Just
leaves.
Grebe from the ground. If you guys want to figure this out, you can let me up. Then, put me back
Tatter
down.
shuts down Tiny Hut and leaves. She opens the door and she says, "Good fucking luck, but I'm not getting taken down for some guy who has told us everything 4 sessions ago." Goes to her room.
What is a session?
That's up to you.
Again,
Yeah.
again, Tanner.
That's
I
one of
wanted to-
Tatter's feet.
I planned on
Fucking
calling it a
What's
session
a feet?
a week ago. Yeah, no, I had that figured out last week. So whatever you want that to mean is what is sure.
Caroline, you want to use your truth scroll? He's terrified of that.
Yeah. Anyway,
I can make sure
Tatter
he
goes
answers
to
the
her room
questions.
with her book and stays there.
now, Sugar, I'm just gonna go ahead and let you in on a little secret, right?
Okay.
Told you all this bullshit. It actually don't bulk.
I
This
don't
is
know. It's
actually
worked pretty
something
good
that
in my experience.
This is actually something that I've well researched. It only bulks when I have this up, because you can't lie. So,
Are you fucking
If-
crazy?
let me finish.
It's,
If you resist, I'm just gonna straight up kill you. However, I'm also going to submit myself to it. So
Okay.
there's not gonna be a single bit of ill will towards us in the room. Anyway,
he visually looks at Filial just big. it's,
And all of the filials.
it's,
if you
fuck.
do it, I might even try and convince him to back off.
That'd be nice. Why don't you start now?
Well, let's have you cooperate a little bit, alright?
Yeah, as long as you choose to answer the questions.
Yes.
That'll make you answer them truthfully. I can make sure you answer them.
Exactly.
Fuck.
So, Ansel, and this is gonna be the worst thing that you'll be experiencing tonight. The worst is over.
Okay. It's
And again, if you resist, I'm just gonna straight up kill you.
okay.
I cast the spell. Does anyone in this room resist?
Oh yeah, you do have to resist.
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I've left.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
let's have
I
it
don't.
then.
Okay, confession. I don't know what the DC is.
What's this?
Oh.
It's a scroll.
Is it just a
Well, it's a spell.
save?
It's a spell. It's a
Yeah,
spell.
it's as if you cast a spell.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
let's see. My sheet. Loading. Why are you so? I literally just visited you right before the
Loading.
session. Why did you? Okay.
Loading.
Okay.
I think
okay,
that's intelligence. Or is it
Uh,
wisdom?
it's 14 since like
Yeah,
I'm the
yeah, I
one
actually saw
casting
that.
it.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Is it my intelligence? Or is it my spell save DC?
It's
I
your
think-
it's your DC.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, it's 14.
Is it intelligence or is it wisdom?
Oh, you're talking about your save.
Yeah. What's the saving throw?
Fuck.
DC is 13. That is a.
Zone of Truth. Need that.
Why not ask for the thing? Why does it? Okay. I understand part of the problem here because spell scroll and the spell on the scroll are listed differently.
Yeah. Blah blah blah.
It's a charisma save.
It's a charisma
Ah,
Okay.
nice. Okay.
No, it's
Okay.
like I'm like, oh, I'll click on the scroll. What the fuck? Anyway, it's
Charisma
fine.
for Zone of Truth? That's crazy.
18.
18. You pass. And I know.
Glad I left.
15.
You pass. And I know. So Greed, just so we're clear, I've given myself in. They haven't.
Okay.
Now you're going to answer every one of our questions. Alright?
What happens if I don't know shit?
Then you don't know shit and we'll move on.
Then the truthful answer is I don't know.
Okay.
We'll
I'll
take
give
that.
it a shot. It's he's like slowly crisp. Like he's still kind of crispy. Crispy.
Now,
Little crispy.
Filial, you had some questions, I believe.
How'd you get all the way here with no journal and no Draven?
I actually don't know.
Who are you working with?
Mostly me.
Mostly.
Mostly.
Who are
Who
you
else?
working with other than yourself?
Generally anyone who can pay me.
I'll pay
Are you
in
working?
blood.
Are you working with any organizations in the city?
Yeah.
What organizations in the city are you working with?
Yeah. I mean, some criminal guilds and some stuff like that.
Who knows about this rendezvous?
Me. Some guy selling pork skewers. I think that's it.
Is the guy selling pork skewers actually relevant?
I don't know.
For the
If
sake
you-
of, yeah.
Go ahead, Caroline.
Are you just using the fact that this man sells pork skewers as a means to conceal his actual importance?
No?
Okay, good. Next question.
If you go missing, is anybody going to come looking for you?
Yeah. That's a lie. that's straight up a lie.
I like to imagine he said, "Yeah, that's a lie."
Yeah, I'm lying.
Does it make you tell the truth, or does it just let the caster know that?
It
I
makes
can't
you
remember
tell
because
the
there's two
truth.
different things. It makes you tell the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, probably be yeah. That's a lie. Fuck.
What are you? Oh,
Uh-oh.
were you answering?
No, I was just making
Oh.
various greebs.
Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing in this city, Greeb?
Trying not to die right now.
What are all those people down there so scared of?
I don't know. I mean, it's not like I know everybody. It's fucked up, man. I mean, the dark, yeah, but New Dawn too. They kind of fixed everything, kind of out of nowhere, and so the powers that be are kind of letting them do whatever the fuck, and that's not great.
What are they doing that's to be scared of?
That's the thing. Anything. And he kind of stammers out and explains the New Dawn very quickly has reached a position where they can just kind of do things. Like if they say, you have rogue magery or you're involved with this, they'll like take you off the street, pull you out of your house, and your options are suck it or suck it.
They're the
And
fucking Inquisition.
In essence, they have gained an enormous amount of influence. And he kind of, stammers out and goes through explaining that this part of the other issue is that they keep the bad shit away. Things leak in. There are problems from time to time, but also they're very quick to deal with it. What Grebe explains is apparently a while ago, he doesn't know how long, there was a bit of a kerfluffle in one of the districts where people were bitching about the New Dawn, and a couple of guys got killed. So they stopped protecting it. And it went bad really, really fast. And so people stopped doing that. So, yes, you don't have to worry about the dark, and can live a relatively normal life, but if the New Dawn decides to get on your shit, then that's the fucking show. And that's where it sits. Sorry. Too fucking bad. And plus there's, again, as he kind of stammers, he's kind of trying to give stuff, you can tell. You see, he won't, flay the skin from his bones or any shit like that. That the protection is not 100%. It's protection in the same way that a child will sometimes clean their room. It's good until you open the closet, until you look under the bed. The reality is the dark and some of the bad shit is still around, but it's out of the public areas and doesn't interfere with most people's daily life, which is good fucking enough for a lot of people. And it's as he's going into this, you don't have to be, well, roll me perception for anyone watching Grebe's a little bit of a performance here. Let's see.
I'll roll for it.
Alrighty. Anyone
I got
who wants
14.
to?
Fucking 9.
I got a 15.
I don't know what Sam did to the dice, but they're taking it personally. That's I don't know why. Anyway, so Caroline probably notices a little bit. Again, Caroline would know somewhat from her experience, interrogating people. He's kind of talking fast. He's trying to kind of give you what you want. And Filial, it's not that he's lying. It's that there's something he's kind of dancing around a little bit. It's definitely sort of involved with the Dawn, but you're not exactly sure what's going on. But there's something he's kind of tap dancing around a little bit. Sam would actually notice something a little bit different than just his normal jabbering and such. Again, Filial lit his ass up. And not just normal, tasering. He's missing some bits. Sam, relatively acquainted with the functions of the human body. You're kind of wondering how he's, like, talking. Or possibly alive. Again, Eldritch Lightning, not the funnest thing in the world, but that shit exposed ribs in places. Like, he still seems to be carrying on, but it's like, it doesn't seem that tough. Anyway, just some odd perceptions with things, but he does go in, kind of explaining the tyranny of the New Dawn and so on and so forth, which, he's truth is the truth, but this is Greeb's truth. If he legitimately believes it's true, then it is. So take of this what you will.
What dealings have you had with the New Dawn?
I'm okay. I kind of worked for them on occasion, and I might have stolen from them a little bit, maybe.
What did you
Do
steal?
they?
Well, I don't have it anymore, but it's one of them staffy things that makes the magic turn off. You really ain't supposed to do that.
Staff of Counterspell?
No, no. That's it. Counterspell is a spell.
Do they know you took it?
Probably not. I'd think if they did, I'd probably not be talking to you fellas.
Where is it?
As far as
It's
you know. As far as you know.
Pretty sure it's in sections of the Undercity. There's like storerooms and drains and smuggler tunnels and shit. It's bad. Kind of. Yeah.
Any place specific?
I mean, like exactly where it is? No, I don't know. But it's it might be in underneath Rogue's Pier.
Alright. Now, you said that you also did jobs for them, though.
Yeah.
Like what?
Informing mostly.
Snitch.
A little bit, yeah.
Gabe, I think you need to elaborate a little bit.
I mean, listening and finding what they call rogue magic or non-humans and stuff, and telling them where they were. They paid me really good.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are you keeping from us about Draven, Greeb?
I don't know. I don't know what you know about Draven.
What do you know about Draven that you didn't tell us intentionally?
It's... I don't think he's from this plane. And I think he might have something to do with everything that happened. I don't know if he did it or not. I also know he's real picky about people. More so than just some fluffy faggot noble. I don't know.
Then why the fuck did he pick you?
I don't know. I don't even remember him picking me. All I remember is him showing up. We were talking. I mouthed off, and that fucking undead dude, Dane, whatever the fuck he is, suddenly moved forward to me, and I woke up in the carriage. I don't know.
What did he do with you while you worked for him?
I ran around and did bullshit. I don't remember half of it. Running around finding shit, digging things out of people. He never told me why. Trying to find people. I'm part of the reason he's able to find you assholes. Fuck. It's not like I'm doing it on purpose. He's paying me.
I'm sorry. Are you saying that you're the reason why we're under his employ?
I mean, I helped at least some of you.
Which of us?
I think I wasn't with the big kitty. And more's the pity. Mathai man. It fucking spelled, man. Anyway, I think the elf and the little necromancer girl. I think I did you too, but I don't know. You're like some kind of shapeshifter or some shit, right? Something like that. So I don't know. I would assume, some shit like that. So yeah, yeah. Fuck. I don't like Bell.
Caroline just
I think when Sam, when Grebe lets that slip, Sam just kind of instinctively like steps on his fingers.
Motherfucker.
And
I even paid for
just
that.
says, Philo just looks at Sam and says, "Well, that makes fucking sense."
How would you guys not know that? Get the fuck off my hand. I'm not even paying you.
All right, we'll discuss this later, all right? But for right now, Grebe, are you saying that Draven somehow erased your memories or altered them in some way?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like, seriously, I don't know.
What's Draven gonna say when he finds out you're in town?
Wait, is he here? Shit. He's gonna be pissed.
Why?
I might have fucked off a little bit. I might have kind of not listened and stolen from him and killed some of his agents and robbed his house.
What did you steal from him?
A lot of stuff, mostly just, I mean, like, he'd send me out to get stuff, and then I'd get it and say I couldn't find it, and I'd sell it. But I stole a couple of things from him a little bit. A couple of books.
Would he actually pay us for your head? I know that's a question you don't want to answer, but I do intend on at least keeping my end of the deal.
Probably not.
Right.
I do know that he picked me, and I'll level with you people. You have to bear with me. This is not my first fuck up. And he kind of gets madder over time. He's gonna be pissed.
Y'all got anything? Because I have a few things.
I'm done with it.
Alright. Now, I'm gonna give you a couple phrases, right? And I want to know if you know anything about them.
Okay.
The Unwilling Eye.
Yeah.
What do you know about them?
They were a group of assassins, mostly shapeshifters, doppelgangers, slime avatars, shit like that. They worshipped some kind of god or something like that, but apparently it got eaten or overthrown or something awful happened. And they basically got an ultimatum: serve me and I won't eat you. So now they do whatever for whatever. I don't know what it is, but they're not pleasant. They were assassins and shit, but now they do other shit. It's cuckoo birds.
What other show are you talking about?
It's bad. They replace people, they kill people, they do a lot of bad shit that would, profit beings that can change their shape. But the big one is changelings. They will swap children, particularly of noble families, influential people, shit like that. They will take their baby and then swap it with a changeling and let him grow up and then, fuck shit up. It doesn't always work.
Body snatches.
Something like that. Yeah.
French yours, Sam.
Please,
Sam
no.
doesn't dignify any kind. Doesn't give Filial any kind of response or even glance his way at that.
It's just
Filial, if Sam was part of this group, I would have sussed that out by now.
well, I mean, yes and no.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, you're from it, but I don't think you work for them, unless you do. I mean, I don't check everything.
I'm sorry. What do you mean I'm from it?
How do you think doppelgangers and polymorphic critters reproduce? They just kind of bloop and do a thing. But I, from what I know, and I'm not going to say I know everything. You were supposed to be a cuckoo bird, and it didn't work. Again, I don't tell me everything.
How literal are you talking about when you say cuckoo pulled?
Well, a cuckoo bird takes the nest and then kills the other birds, so it takes all the food. So I imagine that was probably the idea, but apparently it got fucked up and didn't work.
Okay,
So.
metaphorical one. Okay.
No. Actually, no. I mean metaphorical, but also quite literal. Changelings, motherfucker. Slimes, corrosives. It's a thing. I've had to clean up. It is not metaphorical. Fuck. I don't. Whew.
Grebe, I'm going to ask you something. To your memory, as far as you know about me when you were, we'll say, recruiting us for Draven, did the name Janius come up at all?
Yeah. Yeah, the Unwilling Eye were super pissed. I don't know who the hell it was, but apparently it was mentioned a few times. They were pissed. He was related to you. I don't know. Someone important.
Did he work for them?
Legitimately, I don't know. They were pissed, though. I mean, they were pissed. Again, I don't know everything. Draven had most of the documentation. He just kind of sent me to confirm shit. I actually don't remember some of that. It was fucked up, I was trying to get into like one of their spots where they kind of set up shit. And I came around a corner and there was just this fucked up face, and then I was outside. It's fucked up, man.
You got anything, Sam?
Sam is kind of trying to process the information that was just given, and just kind of motions Caroline to just kind of move forward.
Alright. By the way, Sam, just so you know, while I'm under the effect of the Truth of Zone spell, I still trust you and all that. Let's just clear that out.
Oh, it's so cute.
Moving on. Have you ever heard of the title, The Finger of Death?
I mean, like in a cosmic sort of way, like specifically.
When someone is a finger of death, yes.
Oh, someone being the finger of death? Wait, that was about you? Okay, cool. It's so again, don't tell me everything, but apparently there's an aspect. kind of Death's fucked up. I mean generally. Don't get me wrong, but I mean like right now. I mean the concept of the divine presence of death is basically a sock puppet without a hand in it right now. That's fun. And aspects of it can be manipulated in different capacities. And shards of it have fallen into the world. It's all fucked up. Again, Draven tried to explain it to me, man, and I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. But a finger of death, if I remember right, one of the primary pieces of that is what they kill dies. And I mean dead. It don't matter. If they kill it, it dies. And stays dead. So dope.
Gotcha.
Wait, is that you or the little masked chick? No, I think that would probably be you. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I figured.
Moving on. Speaking of the masked chick, Tata,
Yeah.
can you tell us what you know about Hole?
Yeah, she's a returned.
What is a returned?
She
I
died.
have to. Oh.
She's not an undead or nothing. She died. And now she's back. It happens. But if I remember right, there's something like fucky with her. I don't remember everything, what the fuck it was supposed to be. But it's like a big deal. And I do know again, I'm trying to remember all this shit so you don't fucking tase my fucking left ventricle again. If I remember right, part of the reason Draven was interested is because she was involved when the darkness broke. I don't know if she was one of the ones turning the screws that fucked everything up, or if she was a sacrifice, or whatever the fuck. But she was involved, and she died, and now she's back, and now she's working for Draven. And I think there's other shit too, but I don't fucking remember.
Oh boy. Well, I think I'm satisfied. Any of y'all?
Oh, you're not going to ask about him?
I mean, you can, but they ain't underneath.
Well, why should he get out? Huh? What's it now? Filial, right?
In
In that man's head.
In that man's head. Shut your fucking mouth.
And verbally he responds, "Oh, what you gonna do, wood elf?" Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Grebe, I'm pretty sure that if you keep taunting him, I can't convince him to step down.
I know, that's a problem. Why would we worry about a little wood elf, right? Isn't that right? Yeah, Filial. Right?
So Filial
As much as
Filial is going
as much as I sorry.
Filial has a certain set of skills. And there is a technique that Filial would like to exercise in this particular moment. In this moment.
I think
because we still have Witch Bolt connected.
Yeah.
Filial is gonna cast Dissonant Whispers.
Ooh.
I hope that doesn't damage. I forget what that does.
It damages.
Oh yeah, no, that absolutely does. All right, make it happen, Captain.
It's a Wisdom 13.
It's a Wisdom 13. All right, I don't have my dice up. Let me get my dice. Nope.
It hit?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so now he's still paralyzed on the floor, right?
Yep. Yes, he is.
So now he has the frightened condition.
Oh, boy. Shit.
And he can't go anywhere.
No.
Oh, that's a pretty low roll. 9. 9 damage.
Ooh.
Single digits.
I might be able to save him.
So, several things happen. Thinking maybe Grebe got pushed a little far. Uh, he doesn't seem to be doing good. He managed to strangle out verbally amongst the shuddering and the electricity. You drow fuck. As his heart stops.
I didn't know he
And
back on.
just shuddering and he did.
And Filial will just drop everything.
It's
So wait, is he like dead? Dead?
Yeah.
Or is he...
So
Or dying.
a couple of things happen. First of all, he did. But maybe a few seconds after he dies, I mean, it's very fast, he starts crumbling.
I'd like to try and cast, while this is happening right now,
Yes.
lay on hands while he's still alive.
Okay.
And can I also help out with, like, healing word?
Absolutely. Throw it.
All right. Oh, that's an 8. Ooh.
Okay, I'm just gonna
I do
give
love
him like
that healing spells show up as damage. It makes me happy. I don't know why.
I'm just gonna give him like 5 HP.
Okay. It's both of you push on the man, but it's very quickly you realize that there's a problem. There ain't nothing to heal. He's crumbling, but it's not like he's rotting or decaying. It's like there's nothing in there. Like he just kind of falling to this kind of dusty ash in the space of seconds. And it's just kind of within maybe
all the better for it.
10, 15 seconds. There's this vague kind of ashy spot on the ground, and
good
that's
riddance.
It. It's like
he was still useful.
Didn't say we were going to kill him.
He was still useful. And now we have to explain a giant pile of ash.
Filial, for your part,
I'll explain the pile of ash.
It's for your part. You've used spells in the future. That is not. That's on Grebe. That's not how that spell works. That is.
I've got to go see Draven anyway.
You know what? I'm going to come with you as well. I need to have some word with him. But first of all, before we go, what are we going to do with this? Because someone eventually is going to come up here, and having a whole person-shaped ash pile is going to raise some eyebrows.
What's your plan to do with the whole person?
Well, we won't gonna kill him.
We're just gonna turn him loose and let him go. Just set him
Afraid
free on
of
his own
Draven.
recognizance.
He was afraid of Draven. We could have
And
used that against him. He wouldn't say anything.
He was afraid of Draven, and he's a known associate of the fucking New Dawn.
Yes,
and
we could have used him as an in.
Draven's here, and you don't think the first thing he was going to do is turn right over to those New Dawn fucks and let them know that Draven and we are in this fucking town. You don't think that's the first thing he was going to do when we turned him loose? Did you think it through, Sam? No, because you don't fucking think.
Tatter, you'd hear from down the hall. The situation appears to have declined.
I was suddenly wondering if I could hear them yelling, would I have heard anything else? Spells.
You would have heard
lightning,
that at the
stuff
very
like
least.
that. Now I hear yelling.
Yeah, no, definitely. There's.
Filial? Don't talk to Sam like that. I'm asking nicely, don't.
All this time thinking that I was the rogue element, but, well, this is demonstrated otherwise, hasn't it, Filial? And Sam just walks out of the room.
Oh, God.
By the way, full of echo while this thing is still up, I genuinely don't give a shit if you'll drowse. I didn't give a fucking shit. I don't give a shit what Tata is either. I don't give a shit what Sam is. You're supposed to be comrades. That's it.
I don't give a shit what any of us are either, Caroline. And it doesn't matter if there's a zone of truth around me or not. I don't give a shit. What I do give a shit about is putting this entire team at risk. And that's what Sam did, leading that sausage brain up into this fucking room. How do you think this was going to end, Caroline? How do you think this was going to end?
Probably tournament Draven at the worst. He probably would have been appreciative.
The situation declines.
Yeah.
Sam
Sam goes,
kinda,
or Filio goes across the hall.
just kind of breaking up.
You come into the room.
You okay, Sam?
Sam has left the room at this
Yeah,
time.
it's-
I don't know if
Left the
Caroline's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting there.
So how are things?
Hey, Tata.
No, not you. No, he walked in the room.
Yeah, you walked into
Yeah,
it.
I walked across the hall to our room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how are things?
Welcome back.
All right, we got a mess to clean up.
Oh,
I like
do
that.
you now?
I like messes.
Do you have a mess to clean up, or
flavor.
do I have a mess to clean up? Staff have a mess to clean up? Who has a mess to clean up?
Little column A, little column B. And then I'll fill her in on pretty much everything
Yes.
that went on in the room.
That certainly happened.
Ditto to whatever went on in the room.
No.
Do you tell her that she died?
Yeah, I tell her all of that stuff. Yeah.
Alright.
Did we get anything good out of this conversation
I like
with him?
ashes.
Yes. Yes, I will bring you some.
Yay.
I'll bring you some if I can.
Yay.
Did we get anything good out of that whole ordeal?
Oh, we got some
Anything at all?
information about groups of interest, the fucking changeling fucks and
Filial's had a long couple days.
the new dawn.
I figured Caroline knew, but now I'm glad that you know and that I can fucking talk about it.
But
finally.
it's good to know. It's good to know how dangerous a situation it is in this town.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I see that. The frustrating thing, Tatter, is that no one on this team is accustomed to operating under these kind of circumstances. Sam's a one-trick pony, honeypot. That's what they know. Get him to the bedroom. What then?
I guess I guess they expected you to take the reins, and you did. And you seem like you got mad, so I'm guessing that means Caroline is mad at you. And Sam probably left, leaving you and Caroline with the mess.
Yeah, there's a pile of ashes over in the room, which I'm still
yeah,
a little
yeah.
confused about. I've never seen that. That's new.
No, that's fun.
That's new.
I need some of those, and I'm wondering if it's worth going to get.
Yeah, it's nothing. I mean, it's a dustpan.
Oh
and a
yeah,
broom.
no, I like all sorts of things.
Yeah.
so.
I'm things.
You are things. You're
You
my
like the
favorite
ashes.
thing. Yeah, you're
I
my
like
favorite
ashes.
thing. Yeah, I will bring you some. I want some too, so I will get us both some.
Scuttling over.
Mm.
Meanwhile, while that situation is occurring, Sam, I imagine, probably going downstairs, getting a drink, trying to think things. I would assume.
Yeah. Just getting into the bar and just asking for, just a very stiff drink
So
for this
some
moment.
rot gut, something, and you get something that is clear and possibly flammable. It does the job. Clears the sinuses real nice. It's not so bad. It's while you're doing this, you hear a noise, and you look, and there's Grebe walking through the door.
Son of a bitch! I fucking swear to God.
And he seems a little off. But that is Grebe. You're positive that is Grebe.
Dun, dun.
And he kind of
Can I immediately use message to send to
I would assume.
begrudgingly send to Filial.
Swells. Oh, what do you send?
Grape just walked in the door. Send help.
Yeah, no, I just message Filial and saying, basically just say, our problem isn't as dead as it seems. Come downstairs now.
That's
Meanwhile, Caroline's just.
All right, so I'm gonna hand Tatter an invisibility scroll. Filial is gonna hand Tatter an invisibility scroll
okay.
and say,
What's this for?
"This is in case we need to leave in a expeditious manner."
But what about my child?
I'm squamming.
I have a feeling he could take care of herself for at least a little while.
All right.
But pack up,
call me if you need me to.
pack up, and make sure that Draven's book is secured.
Yeah. All right, I'll start doing that.
Knock on
Everything
the
in the
door.
bag.
Knock on Caroline's door and let her know we may need to leave with the quickness.
Sure. I'll pack up, lock the door behind
Yeah,
me.
it's starting to get
Go
around.
over to Caroline, let her know. So, I think we're leaving now.
And so Filial is going to use Mask of Many Faces.
Yep.
Can Tata, can we get you to clean this up just real
You
quick?
can't get me to do shit right now, actually. Except we might need to leave in a minute. So let's just do that first. If you would like to come with me across the hall and away from this, that's cool, but I'm not staying in this room. She scoops up a couple of the ashes into a jar, does it into another, and fucks off. Goes back to her room.
I just wanted you to cast.
No.
Okay, fine.
No.
Here she goes.
Takes
So-
her ashes, leaves.
Mask of Many Faces.
Yeah. He says
Bob-
that. I sort that out.
Yeah.
and-
Bob the generic adventurer.
Yep. Move.
Bob the generic adventurer, and I come down the hall or
Yeah.
down the stairs, hallway, whatever, looking for Sam,
Yep.
replying to the message. What's going on?
And I just message back, and just telling him to look in the general direction of where Grebe has walked in and is where he is currently now in the room.
Yeah,
Well,
Greed's down on the other
fuck
end of
the
bar,
dog.
and that looks like Greed. He's got a twin. Like even his gear. What the hell? He's trying to get a fucking game.
So kind of slink
Oh, yeah.
back in the hall, kind of slink back in the hallway.
A little bit just fade back.
Girl, female, generic adventurer.
Ah! If we've learned anything.
We've learned Grebe likes girls.
Ah.
And so where is Sam? Is Sam in like? Can Sam see where?
Sam's kind of on the other end of the bar, kind of. I would imagine keeping something of an eyeball on him. But, Greed
Right,
doesn't
is
seem to be doing much of anything.
Is Grieve looking this way?
No, he's kind of bitching at the barman, trying to get a drink and stuff.
All right, I'm gonna. Do I have message, or am I just replying to Sam? I don't have message. I'm just
Oh, no.
replying to Sam's messages.
There you go.
We don't have Sam's number, but we're replying to the one we were sent.
Yeah, but Sam did send me another message, so I'm gonna reply to that message.
Yeah, it does let you do that if I remember right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Yeah, I told Tatter and Caroline they're getting ready to leave in case we have to leave fast. So just be prepared. And I'm gonna walk over, and bar up next
Yeah.
to Grebe
Yeah.
and not say a word.
And you know it's Grebe. It's a solid 45 seconds.
It took longer than I thought it was gonna.
Hey, darling. Ain't seen you around here.
You're new.
That was one. Not really.
Oh no, I've been around here a little bit. Now, I'll spare you the girl voice.
No,
But,
please don't spare us the girl voice.
no,
Hit us like an oncoming.
I don't want to
train,
hurt that man.
please.
You look like trouble.
Oh,
You. That's
No, just-
called fan service.
oh, I can be, just to the bad folks. It's Greeb's spitting game. Very quickly though, he doesn't talk about a date or a rendezvous or anything. And you do see him kind of look around, and you're pretty damn sure he looks at Sam a couple of times. No anything. No anything. Also, he doesn't appear to be, electrocuted or ashy or anything fucked up.
I don't know when he does when he sees fucking Caroline.
Yeah.
That would be a memory he has.
So
that
I'll-
doesn't.
Look over.
Can I step down the stairs?
I mean, there's nothing to say you can.
Yeah.
Is she a friend of yours? Would you rather be talking to her right now than me?
I don't
Hi,
know.
Sugar.
I think it's like ringing a bell. It's fucking me up. It's ringing a bell. Fuck Kitty.
Yeah.
Hi.
If he was
Remember
gonna
us from like
remember any
10
of them.
seconds ago?
What? The fuck you on about?
Okay, it wasn't 10 seconds. It's more like 10 minutes. But
What?
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 Sam just messages to Caroline, saying like, quickly messages to Caroline saying, please step back. As much as I hate it, Filial's got this.
He steps back.
Fuck is going on today?
Oh, wait. When you do that, you notice something. She didn't respond in the way that people usually do. She responded in a way that implies that she sent her own message.
Aha!
Mm.
Counter message.
She doesn't
Counter
know.
Mm.
And very quickly, Greeb has no memory of coming here. At all. In fact, as he talks, you're willing to bet he doesn't remember the last 24 hours. Just came to get a drink, as per normal. It's fucked up seeing the big kitty around. Shit. Gotta keep an eye out for that shit now. But he just... No clue. No clue.
Do you know them?
Yeah, I know the big fucking kitty. It was all fucked up, man. The guys I work for, they're working for him too. They're assholes. I don't know. I mean, just, thighs. But other than that, I mean, they're assholes. So
Oh, I know what we didn't ask him.
it's fucked up, man.
To be honest, Caroline does have some good thighs, yeah.
I mean, the guy's not wrong.
Yeah.
Man's not wrong.
Mm.
Well, it seems like you know enough women. Get up and go.
Just breathe.
Oh!
Ooh.
God, fuck, man. The one goddamn time.
I imagine
Just-
swerve hips.
No,
away.
Do-doom, 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 do-doom.
And that's the sound of the boobs as they.
Is
Sam just like
Filial resting boobily
Sam,
right
once
now?
again,
Yes,
just
Filial
the
is
film
resting
credit in
boobily.
the background.
Oh
This
my
was-
god!
That is
Resting
a
boobily.
shit
Oh my god, Fanta!
Yeah. Back up the
Oh
hall
my
and back to Bob the Generic Adventurer.
Ah, it's just
With a shudder, I don't like doing that.
I don't like.
It's a flirt with Greed. You come back into the room because I've gone back in our room.
Yeah, it's strange, but and I don't have message. I can't let Sam know, but Grieve should definitely
It's
not
just-
see Filial.
What the fuck?
Actually,
you come back in the room or not yet?
Yeah, I'll come back to the room.
Mm.
Had a thought, but
So what happened?
Greeb's back.
Meanwhile, Scramble is
What-
eating a jar of people ashes
Yes.
like a dog eating peanut
Oh
butter.
yeah. I spread them out on the ground. He can fucking snort those up. Get him a credit card. So, let me guess.
In the flesh, at the bar.
Let me guess. No one asked previous Greaves who he was. No one confirmed his identity?
What, like, are you Greeb?
Yes, literally. How many shapeshifters are in this hotel right now?
Fuck.
At least 2! And that's too many! Well, I mean, not too
Oh, wait,
many,
one of
but
those
you know
is
what I
me.
mean. Yes,
I'm
one of them
Scramblite.
is you. And I don't mean too many as if there's anything wrong, but still.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, but still, none of you thought. And let me guess, she cast some Zone of Truth, she cast truth things,
Yeah.
and no one thought to confirm each other's identity, his identity, what day of the week it was for him, where he thought he was, the last time he saw us, anything like that.
Well, no, Tatter, but you left. So,
Yes.
You know.
The check-in
Oh,
from
you
the
think I was
infield.
gonna get involved?
We
in
thought
that?
of a lot of good questions. I'll say
yeah.
that.
No,
We did, but
You went
Yeah.
through a lot of shit, but nobody thought to ask him if he was him. Well, here we are. And he doesn't recognize, he didn't, nothing. This is clearly, oh dear.
we need to find a new place to live.
We need to find a new place to live. Maybe we can get a bigger room.
So, I don't know if
Wait.
anyone wants to use the potty with snack.
Wait, am I in the room right now?
No, we're in our
Um,
room upstairs.
I'd
Unless you
imagine
followed
with the-
him up there.
Yeah, we need to
Yeah.
call like a group meeting because the weirdness is just.
Yeah, we need
This
to.
is getting wild.
Yeah. I guess
Anybody?
let's all just agree that when we get back from the bio break, let's just convene.
Team meeting.
Yep.
Hmm.
We'll take a quick break, I suppose. Get a snack, get a drink of water, get a drink of something, I imagine. And we'll be back shortly to see just how much pressure an evil campaign can take before it shatters into 1,000 pieces. Things to look forward to.
Oh my god, we're
We'll be right
toasting.
back.
This is
See y'all.
perfect.
Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a lush forest, just as the sun begins to set. The air is cool, and the colors of twilight paint the sky with strokes of pink and purple. You take a deep breath, inhaling the crisp scent of pine and earth, and begin your journey down a softly trodden path that winds into the heart of the woods. With each step, notice the comforting crunch of leaves beneath your feet. Listen closely, and you'll hear the gentle whispering of the trees, their leaves rustling melodically in the breeze, as if sharing age-old secrets. This is a place where time moves a little slower, a sanctuary of relaxation and reflection. As you walk further, a gentle stream comes into view, its waters sparkling under the emerging stars. The stream sings a tranquil, bubbling lullaby, guiding you deeper into relaxation. Pause a moment and sit by its bank. Dip your fingers into the cool, refreshing water and let it carry away any lingering tension, with each ripple representing a new wave of calm. Feel the soft, moist earth under your feet as you continue your walk. As the light fades, the forest begins to glow with a delicate luminescence. The fireflies come out to play, their tiny lanterns flickering in the dim light, turning the forest into a magical scene from a fairy tale. Overhead, the moon rises, bathing the woods in a gentle silver light. Its serene presence watches over you, filling you with a sense of peace and safety. Let your shoulders relax as you breathe deeply, feeling any stress melt away with each gentle exhalation. The path now leads you to a small hidden clearing where a cozy cabin stands, nestled among the trees. You walk inside, where a fire crackles softly in the hearth, casting a warm, inviting glow. A plush armchair awaits you, its soft cushions ready to embrace you. Settle into it, feeling the warmth of the fire gently wrap around you like a comforting blanket. Now close your eyes and listen to the symphony of the forest around you. The gentle hoot of an owl in the distance, the rustling of leaves in the nighttime breeze, and the harmonious chorus of crickets gently lull you towards sleep. Imagine each sound as a personal serenade, helping you drift into a deep, restful slumber. As you settle deeper, imagine your worries dissolving into the night, carried away by the soothing whispers of the woods. The forest is your guardian, and under the care of the moon and stars, you are free to release any burdens, feeling lighter and more peaceful. As the weight slowly starts to lift and the light starts to fade, through the darkness, you hear a faint whisper on the wind, the subtle echo of a song, little more than fragments that blow past you, barely catching your ears as they drift by, like a breeze blowing past the mouth of a tunnel. And as the warm air drifts past you, it draws the song closer to your ears. You're aware of its fullness now, but you can't quite discern the pattern. The melody lilts and lides, and drips with a sweet wetness, the kind that seeps through the ceilings of the deepest caverns over eons, and causes terrifyingly beautiful formations of stalactites and stalagmites to stretch out and grasp at each other until they collide and form the threads that weave the cores of the monolithic columns. The song twists its way through to you now. And it is a song. The kind of song you imagine a Victorian child would hum to itself in its nursery as it wondered who it was and why mother so swiftly handed its care to a surrogate, and why father felt his strength better served fighting distant, lesser enemies. Forced to familiarize itself and develop more connection with worldly things than with creatures who draw breath, it is a song. And the nearer it grows, the more you realize that this isn't the wind or any kind of natural breath breathing over any kind of thing. This is a physical sound, like a bow being drawn across a string, like wet leaves sliding across a warm stone floor as they cling limply to their stems in the grasp of what approaches. And with this comes a new realization. The song is accompanied by physical sensation. Each of the notes that blend and turn and form the swirling strain that twists its way around the pillars of your mind is formed by the delicate scratching of hundreds of tiny barbed feet that squeak and scrape and claw across the inside of your skull. And as that harmonizing cacophony of discordant screeches reaches a crescendo,
you wake up.
And we have returned. There were no odd licking motions during the break.
Why not?
Ah.
though?
Oh, yeah.
That's your crazy.
I would never imitate Squamalish
Why would that happen?
using my own tongue. I would never. Would never.
Yeah, there was
Incidentally-
never any motion of going.
No. No, why would
Incidentally, questions
Hands
for the
off.
chat stream. Do you want a T-shirt with a gear that says "Oh no,"
Yeah.
or do you want a T-shirt with a mimic smile that says "We"? Period.
I want
Let
them
us know.
both.
Let us
I
know.
want that. I
Want
want.
them
I
both?
want that as a sticker. I want
want-
to put that on my tablet next to unredacted.
Need both. There it is.
Both.
Let
both
us know.
Good. Both is
Let
good.
us know.
Let us know.
So yeah, Greaves.
At the bar,
You know, live.
saw a giant cat.
So a giant
Got
cat.
shut-
He's
got shut
nervous, but
down.
again, man, if he's acting, he's really good because he does not seem. It is like he's seeing you guys for the first time. It don't make no sense. But yeah, it's, and also a few minor things. Again, bottle of ashes.
Mhm.
Tatter, I'm not even going to make you roll because I would assume that Tatter is familiar with dead people's ashes.
Mhm.
You know, being a necromancer and all.
Mhm.
This is dead people's ashes.
This is people.
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 Which is weird.
This is people. That was people.
That's,
This is people, by the way.
yeah, it's
I'm gonna to Philio. This is people. This
Was-
not.
whatever-
This is not. This is not elf. This is not cat. This is not. Yeah, this is people.
yeah, it's salty.
It is, isn't it? Nah.
No.
Nah.
Tatter, you think he's a changeling? The Grieve downstairs.
No, probably not.
You think he's something else?
I don't know. I mean, you can look like other people and still be people.
Yeah, talk to him for a moment. He seemed like Grebe.
I mean, Grieve
The
was kind
same
of simple.
asshole as before.
Yeah. Grieve is kind of simple. What kind of conversation did you have with him before all this went down? Was it one of substance? Or was it...
It was a
guessing-
conversation with Grebe. Have you ever had a conversation of substance?
That's
with
what I'm
Grebe?
saying. Was it one of substance or was Sam flirting? Because then the substance is not in his brain.
Ah.
So, yeah.
Are we all back in the room now? Did everybody come back?
That might be.
No, I think Sam is still downstairs. I think like after seeing Grebe interact with what Sam could only assume to be
Yeah.
filial in disguise and Caroline interacting, Sam just messages filial again saying like any update.
That seems like Grebe, but we all need to meet up and have a chat.
All right, and Sam just messages Caroline that as well to just meet all together
Is
immediately.
there enough room for the four of us and a mimic in one of these rooms? I know they're small.
Hang on.
No.
And he.
Can you be smaller?
No. Hang
Oh,
on.
Okay.
And he becomes a chair. Just.
Can I sit on you? Is that
Yeah.
okay? Yeah, you sure? You won't
Yeah.
eat me?
No.
You sure?
I think Sam just walks in while that's going on.
Oh!
No, I'm
And it's
just
just
kneeling I'm just kneeling in front of a chair talking to it.
Yeah,
This is
like-
not the weirdest
I
thing
guess-
you've caught
yeah,
Tatter
that's fair.
doing.
Yeah, Sam's not even bothered by that. It's Tatter. It's par for the course.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's Tuesday.
But then Sam just kind of goes up to filial and is just like,
I will sit
so
on my
Chair
friend. Yeah, I will
snubs.
sit on. I'm guessing it's not a small chair.
Yeah, it's a pretty
I am
good sized
small.
chair.
I'm
And just
small. So.
and it kind of
Um,
like once you get in, the arms of it just kind of cinch in a little bit.
Oh, I think it's
Wasn't
very cozy.
I think
I
like the
know.
only thing like
Yeah,
Caroline
thank
does
you.
before like she heads up with Sam is
I will
basically
get you food. when
just
we're
like when Sam messages Hole, she just messages Sam back again.
Yeah,
Not
it's
that-
one of those.
not-
She's not responding to your message. She's sending her own.
done. Sending her own
Which-
brand new shiny.
It's like whatever.
In fact,
It's
she might
it's
actually be
like it's
replying-
weird, but okay, whatever.
She might actually be replying and then also sending
We're too
Hole a
good to
message.
reply.
Everything. So you're basically
Replying
getting
and then
you're
sending.
getting
a whole
mentally
new-
DDoSed by accident. You're getting double message response. What the fuck?
Yep.
but yeah,
To
Sam
all
is
the
kinda-
senses, that appears to be Grebe,
Yeah.
with no recollection of the last 24 hours.
Those ashes were people. They were not a construct. They
Yeah, they
were.
were
They were people. See, the
Her and the chair.
the local specialist on how people taste.
They're
agrees.
crispy. Well, he
Yes,
was.
yes, so crispy.
I like people.
And,
Now,
you
when
know,
you
I will
say-
get you people as soon as I can.
Yay.
Now, when you say people, do you mean just like a person made of meat, or just like what? Like specifically this used to be a living person specifically.
It's
So
for Squamalush's
Palate.
cottage
Palate.
palate.
yeah,
That was a human.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna tell him. Yeah, no, that was human.
And I mean, if Tatter were to really like get out the kit,
Oh shit! Fern
Uh,
pointed out we're called oaths and ashes.
Yeah.
Caroline made an oath, and now Grebe is ashes. So that's my part. I'm putting in there. But yeah,
I
oaths
totally
and ashes.
intended for
that
We
to
came
happen.
round.
to start
There you go.
referencing those things,
Thanks, Fern.
That wasn't
never thought
of
of
a
that.
fucking hat at all.
No,
It was entirely intentional.
no. This is roll credits. We've said the name
There
of
it
the
is.
book of the movie, or we're good
Not
to
12,
go.
we're done.
Mhm.
No.
yeah,
you know,
No, that
but
was
yeah,
human.
Sam.
That was human.
But yeah, Sam just at that information, Sam does like recall like what they saw about Grebe specifically physically with their perception, and just like, well, to be fair, he did seem a bit more unusually resilient to your methods while he was under. I mean, I don't even know how he would even be alive at that point. how he was even talking, at the very least.
Yeah, we really should question the exposed rib cage.
That's
Sam,
a
I think,
lot
was
for
the
a
only
human.
one that saw that.
No,
Oh.
it is kind of
I
heat
didn't
of the
know.
moment.
That's
Yeah.
a lot for a human to.
Yeah.
No, why didn't Sim? Why didn't you say something?
Well, there were bigger things going on at the time.
Bigger things than this man should be dead and he's still talking to us and hasn't died yet? First?
Okay, let's be honest, that's the least weird thing about anything we've seen so far.
Okay. Okay.
But going on
Can't argue with
more
that.
than that, yeah, but going on more than that, when Caroline and I were healing him, well, attempted to at least, usually whenever any kind of healing spell goes on, you usually feel something in that person. But at least from my perspective, whenever it was going on, I didn't feel anything in Grieve, not any kind of semblance of some kind of life force or a soul or anything. It was just
So,
whatever it was.
Post-human, maybe?
so a construct with many faces? Like just because he is made of people doesn't mean he's a people.
Maybe post-human.
Whatever he is, as long as he's around, he knows who we are, and we know he's got an affiliation with these New Dawn fucks, and we know their nature now. I don't
But he
trust
doesn't know what
Grebe.
we did.
He doesn't know what we did, but I don't trust Grebe to keep his mouth shut to them about the fact that we're in town.
I think
Not
it's
for a minute.
I think besides maybe finding a new locale, I think it needs to be a priority to get to Draven as soon as possible.
Oh my
because
god.
I
This is
think
something that I
Oh
feel
my
like
God.
we need to communicate, as well
What?
as we need him to answer a few things.
I just realized, and she's clutching her pearls.
Yeah.
I just realized you're including me in a conversation about what we're doing next, aren't you? I'm flattered.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to go.
Ah,
We need to go.
how do you?
What do you think about
Sweet
taking
summer
Grebe to
child.
Draven?
Excuse me?
What do you think about taking Grebe?
No, not you. Excuse me?
Are you saying
I'm
that's
sorry.
Sam?
What did you hear that? Yeah, what did you say? What did I hear? What was that? Child?
Sam just kind of.
Child?
Sam just like looks at that.
Child?
Sam just looks at that. Looks at Tatter when saying that, and it's just like, whenever Tatter said that, and it was just like, oh, you sweet summer child. Okay. All right, but going back.
I need you to not keep it up. How about that? And we can all do something together instead of this being the Sam show for like 5 minutes. So, we need to go to Draven. Where would you guys like to go first?
Volley Draven.
What do you think about taking Grebe to Draven?
No.
Is it the whole
I don't-
point trying to get away from him?
I don't think
It's
we
too
should
risky.
touch him while he's in this building, at least.
Maybe kidnap him, but I feel like that's a bit too
We
risky.
know he stole something from the New Dawn. We know it has value.
Do you know he did, or whatever you
We do.
questioned did?
We have Dolt. We could find that stick.
We could approach him, tell him we have
You-
a buyer, take him to Draven.
Do you know that Grebe does, or do you know what you question does? Do you know it's not a trap, that you weren't fed information that is true, but is also, it's not booby trapped. There's not a whole militia waiting for you, specifically for you or us. Oh, any of
We-
these things?
We
We
actually
take him.
do
We
know.
take him to meet the buyer first.
No, we actually do
Do you
know
want to
this.
go start that conversation with him? You
We
want to
do
run
actually
down to
know.
Grebe? I don't.
The whole.
I'm
we
putting
do
it on the
actually know
table.
situation
Yeah.
around that stick. He said it's dangerous, and it's just a naturally dangerous place.
I don't care about the stick. I care about
Yeah,
it as
no.
a ploy to get Grebe to Draven.
And I care
Oh,
about
yeah,
going
okay.
to get that thing or touching it or anything like that. Absolutely biting us in the ass.
Alright, fair.
I worry about us getting down there and it being a trap, because whatever that was, this was for us. This was for us. I'm fairly certain this was for us, because then he walked in the house. If this was for us, then somebody fucking knows we got that information out of him. We don't even know if it was Greeb's information or if that was George and that was George's truth. We don't know if it's Greeb's truth. If that person was using Greeb's memories, information, truth, they were telling the truth. But was it their truth or was it Greeb's truth? Do they have the same brain? We don't know any of that.
Wait a minute. Fake Greeb could have fake memories.
Fake Greeb probably has their own goddamn memories. If Filio looks like another person, looks like Greeb, I'm so sorry to put that image out there. Okay, now that I wanted to throw up less. If he tells you his truth, are you going to believe that's Greeb's truth? Or are you going to... If Filio says, I have a staff downstairs, it's worth $1 million, that's his truth. He might actually have a staff downstairs. Does Greeb downstairs have a staff worth $1 million? I don't know. Am I going to go find out? I don't want to. Do you get what I'm saying?
And then mask of many faces to Bill the generic adventurer. You don't have to find out.
Okay. You're going to go and, hey, buddy, I'm looking for a thing, and I heard you might have one in the middle of a busy public bar. We can stop him and charm him on his way out. Minimum.
I hesitate to use magic.
Oh, now?
On the way out?
Now, up here
Outside of-
in the bar full of the guys who probably will hurt us? I would be happy with going straight to Draven. I would be happy with leaving and never looking at Greeb again and just doing what we're supposed to be doing also. That sounds great.
Caroline.
I feel like kidnapping Greeb is a bit too risky right now. I feel like we should just go straight to Draven.
To be clear, it would be leading him there on his own volition. Not by force. Just deceiving him into it. And then letting Draven handle it when we get there.
As
Sam?
much as I hate to admit it, Filial does have a point. Greeb, currently right now, is an unknown. From what we saw, from what he discussed about us, whether or not it's another person, he did seem to have all the memories of the previous iterations, let's just say.
How do you
And
know?
Draven apparently has something to do with it. So look, Draven needs to be a priority right now. He knows more than he's letting on, and he needs to tell us about it.
Did you not walk
And-
into this knowing he knew more than he was letting on? Did you expect him to tell you the whole truth? Have you met that man? There's no way he told us even 5% of what he knows.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tatter. I'm so sorry that we're actually trying to come up with a plan right now.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of trying to fuck around with a little mimic or whatever and trying to do our own thing, talking to books, all right? So you're
Are
either
we
going to
talking about
communicate
what
with
to
us.
do?
No,
Are
you're
we
either
not?
going to communicate with us and actually work with us on this, or don't involve yourself at all.
So
Right now, I'm with
my opinion is not contributing. My opinion on we could get down there and it's a massive trap because that might not be Greeb is not my opinion, and possibly some input on what we should do next. My wanting to maybe go to Draven first, or at least if we're going to question Greeb, not doing it in this bar. That's not me being participatory. What are you talking about? I'm literally here in the middle of the conversation about what to do next.
If we do get Greeb again, I think it shouldn't be. I think Filial is correct in that it shouldn't be with force. We should lead them there. So, if that's the case, I'm willing to change my vote.
So what is the plan? What do you want to do? What's the order of events?
Imagine Ful's talking to Greeb.
I'm not opposed to taking the plan to Draven first.
Thank you.
Except
I'm sure.
Yeah. That we are in a town that we now know under the zone of truth, no matter who the truth came from, no matter whose truth it was.
Yeah.
That these New Dawn fuckers are not to be fucked with. And that they incentivize snitches.
Okay.
We know that Grebe recognized us.
Yeah.
I know that he saw Caroline and that he knows exactly who she is, and that we're associated with Draven.
Mm-hmm.
And I hesitate to turn my back on him as long as we've even been sitting in this room.
Well, we are damned if we do and damned if we don't, aren't we? I don't know what you want to do in this building with that man. We're thin on options. Do you want to go play fucking house with Grebe while we go to Draven? We have to leave this building with him one way or another. I don't know what you want to do, but I don't think any of these things should happen here. I just don't know what else to do.
What do you say the three of you make your way to Draven? I'll try with Grebe, get him to try to get him to come with me. If it doesn't work, I'll follow immediately.
Good enough for me.
I don't like the idea of you being by yourself with Grebe or on these streets with whatever's happening here. I don't like splitting the party not in half at minimum.
I will have to. That's the.
I am 90%
Sam.
magic using, and I can't use magic here. I can't go with you.
Sam, you're a changeling. Can you look like someone Grebe doesn't recognize?
It's not even a question, darling. And Sam just immediately starts to change into some generic ass adventurer alongside Filial.
New tricks.
And
I thought you were going to say looks like Filial.
New tricks.
To be clear, Sam's shapeshifting isn't like Filial's mask of many faces, where it's just like a spell and it's like immediate. No, you can visibly see like their flesh, like
there's some biomechanical shit going on with that.
Yeah.
I really wanted you to look like Filial, but in whatever Sam was wearing at the time.
Wow, that was really fun.
Really
and then Squamlish proceeds to ripple in sympathy. For several seconds, Tatter gets to experience an eldritch massage chair. She makes a fun sound, and then he stops.
Sam just kind of sees Squamlish do that, and it's just like,
in sympathy.
no, Squamlish, you're growing on me.
Yes, yeah. The babe. Yeah.
All right. Does that make you feel any better, Tatter? 2 and 2?
I much prefer it to you being alone, and I'd go with you if if I could. But yeah.
I've already expressed my concerns about you, and I feel much better about you being with Caroline.
Sure.
All right. So, that's the plan. We're all in agreement.
I'm good.
All right, Sam.
Honestly, I should get out of this town anyway, because I seem to be casting magic sometimes I'm entirely unaware of. So, I should probably leave.
Well, something to talk to Draven about.
Yeah.
Tatter, are you taking the book back to Draven when you go see it?
Yeah.
Can I see it one more time before you go?
Oh, yeah, here. Fucking fomps.
I'm going to open the book, and to that page. Go with the... All right. Is there an eye, or is there some ruined shit? What am I seeing?
There's some disruption. It still seems to be debatable. If anything, the book seems to be slightly more defaced. Again, seems like there's still a debate going on. Debate. But it's not great.
Do I see anything different?
It's again just kind of looking and such amongst everything.
Do I see Tatter like craning her neck, trying?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, yeah, you do. I am
I'll
very
tilt the
Yeah.
book over so Tatter can get a
Yeah.
face full of it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it's just a couple of children arguing over their favorite toy.
However, you do catch before he closes it, Tatter. Make sure you remember the library thing. Written. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. Everything's fine.
It's good.
Fine.
It's fine. We're good.
We're good.
Nothing's gonna burn us alive from the inside
No,
out.
it's
Yeah,
fine.
I say that. Oh,
Floor's
that
not
reminds
bleeding at all.
me.
So.
I say that's Philly. That reminds me. I told you about that library that the book recommended. We can't forget about
Yeah.
that.
All right. To Draven. Sam, you know the con?
I'll let you take the lead on this one, Coach.
All right.
So, couple of things.
Before they leave,
Yes.
you guys are gonna have to get Grieb distracted enough that we can get out the door with Squamalich, and that might take a hot minute to do.
You want me to get one of them hotel trolley things?
Yeah, and we have to get it down the stairs. Whatever means there are for us to get out, but just what we'll try and get out of here as quickly as possible.
Caroline just goes downstairs to get the thingy.
I'm sorry.
Whatever we can do.
In my head, that went differently because there was just a quick cutaway to outside the inn. Just a window opens and then just the chest is yeeted out.
Oh,
that was.
don't toss the baby.
Don't pick the baby. So, Philio and Sam head down to deal with Grieb, while the rest of the team, such as it is, attempts to exit the building. Scramlish takes a small amount of convincing not to just walk out as a chair.
It's convincing to go
Being
back
that
to...
this is not a Disney film, we're not going to do that.
With the little
Oh my
little
God.
claws or to our feet. Yeah. Mhm.
What kind of
But you do
show
head down
is
to
Squamish?
Grieb, and again, he's just kind of drinking some rot gut shit, kind of hanging out, being himself, such as it is.
Being Grieb.
You sort of engage him in casual conversation. Grieb, again, it's not as if you know a great deal about the man. You're increasingly sure there is not a lot to know about the man. He's kind of an idiot. And happily strikes up a conversation, identifies himself as something of an adventurer myself, and so on and so forth. Kind of striking up ambient conversation.
Hey, you look like a man who's seen some shit in the darkness.
Fuck, man. I've been through some shit. I've done some shit, man. It's
Hard. Terrifying world out there.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, but who fucking hasn't these days, am I right?
It gets fucking wild out there, man. It's fucking nuts. You don't even fucking know, man. I was
Your
running around.
voice instead of Sam's killed me. Sorry.
So bad.
I forgot what was happening, and I'm like,
It's
that's
just
not
such
Sam's
a.
fault.
It's fun. It's fun. It's rough. Gotta embrace the craft. I don't know.
You're working, man. You're on the job.
Kind of between shit at the moment. I don't know.
Yeah.
Got some things lined up, but kind of trying to hang out.
Looking for a crew?
I don't know. You got something in the pipe? You got something figuring out?
I got an employer that's lining up a big job.
No
on,
shit.
One of the dark sides of town.
Ooh.
But there's a piece that he's looking for.
Well, what's he looking for?
Heard tell that somebody was able to lift one of the staffs off of these New Dawn folks. Maybe has it stashed away somewhere.
I might know some things. I might know some things.
You might know some things, or you might know some people who know some things, because there's a difference. And you know, I need to be talking to the people who know things.
And you're talking to the right man. Your patron, he up there a little bit?
Oh, he's got enough that the money's no object for him.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
He's one of those rich fucks that, is more so in just kind of collecting shit.
Oh, fuck, they're the best, man. That's the dopest shit. Hell yeah. I'll tell you what. Let me drain this. We'll go have a little look-see. Go check.
Oh, you're looking for an introduction?
I mean, I know. I'll tell you this right now. I know. I can put that staff in your rich fuck's hand in
this dumb bitch
48 hours.
This dumb bitch.
With 48 hours, I think there may be a bonus involved in that.
Hell yeah. I can make it happen.
Dumb asshole.
It's going to be tough to get you an audience with the boss this quick. I don't know if he's going to... What's your name even, friend? You haven't even introduced yourself.
Oh, sorry about that.
Dumb fuck.
Name's Grebe.
If I go asking around town...
Use his real name, too.
The name Grebe. Who's going to have an unkind thing to say about old Grebe here?
Nobody who fucking matters. Hell no. Hey. You know what?
You know, my boss is very concerned about his reputation.
Hey, absolutely. You know what rhymes with Grebe? I'll tell you. Friend and discreet. That's what rhymes with Grebe.
Yes, it does. No, yeah.
You're just. Meanwhile, in the background, the girls and the chest are
Please
escaping.
tell me I hear that.
It is everything you can do not to spoil this, because
I'm trying to get a mimic out of the building without it eating people. Don't do this.
well, it's everything you can do not to stand on Squamelush to get the full height. You
dumb bitch.
I was just
to myself, please get me out of here. Please get me out of here. Please get me out of here.
And we're watching, just kind of keeping Grebe.
Yeah, keeping him talking. It's
yeah.
I really wish I had facial features and expressions, because boy, would that give me.
I don't know.
I don't.
We'll introduce ourselves as Slag and Slog.
There you go.
Yeah.
He doesn't question.
Grunty
thing.
henchman.
Sam just like, come on, Slag, look at the guy. I mean, sure, he might be a little rough around the edges, but I mean, come on, who is he?
I don't
these
know,
days, you know?
Slog.
Caroline, you hear
He's
her
got a
say
look
pretty
in his
quietly,
Oh, come
this
on,
dumb
man.
bitch over here says it quietly, but God,
Sam's
I
just
can't
like-
keep that in. This
Yeah,
dumb
Sam's just like trying to audibly like put his voice over
Kind of cover
Tatter,
This
no,
dumb bitch.
trying to like say
Oh,
that.
I'm guessing there's
in order to keep
everybody's
his
yelling,
attention.
having fun.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of a
cackling,
bar
whatever.
thing
It's a
going on.
bar.
The boss
Hard.
is gonna ask us, what has he got, and all he's got is promises.
I
I don't know if all he's
Yeah, but
got.
I mean,
can put
Slog,
that
come
shit
on.
in your hand.
Oh yeah,
I
but
can do it.
Slog, come on, look. If this, if our new
No,
friend
you're
here
killing
says
me.
that, if our new friend here says that, he's got some, little piece on those new Don pricks, I mean, we can't really pass that up.
Hey, I'll make it nicer. All right. I have contacts. All right. I have contacts.
Contacts with the new Dawn.
I have contacts with the new Don.
Oh, bull fucking shit.
Nobody
do.
has contacts with those golden robe wearing.
Hey,
fucks.
I absolutely. It's just hearing this. It's like, how the fuck don't you die more?
Or the
How is this man?
Please tell me
They're
I'm
out.
not in the
They're
room.
out. It's.
This is so dumb. I think Squamalich might know it's
Are,
them.
are the
just
girls
fucking-
out and kind of clear by now?
Yeah, they're
Probably not. Where else?
clear. They're clear.
All right, Filial.
Yeah.
Filial is gonna kind of tap Sam on the shoulder
Yeah, I got it.
and give him watch this.
Yeah.
Nobody's got contacts with those golden robe wearing fucks, and he just kind of drops his beer on the counter and starts walking toward the door.
And it's Grebe going, hey, he comes right along, trying to get your attention as well as he's got context. He's got this shit. He's spinning whatever he can. It's like, how are you alive? I don't.
Fuck.
So many questions.
You ever see in the TV shows people just fucking flailing?
Yeah,
As soon as I can.
Angie.
Outside, that's what I'm doing. Flailing wildly.
Don't
madly.
Caroline having to inventory Tatter so she doesn't cause a scene.
With my fucking hat and my scarf on too.
Just
And we are going to lead Grebe, and as Grebe comes out and catches up with Slagger, whoever the fuck it is.
Yeah, it's fine. So you start heading,
all right,
and Grebe.
My day can't get any worse, really. If the boss yells at me for bringing some dumb fuck to him, then so fucking be it. And we're gonna take like a circuitous route to give the girls time.
Yeah, is it far? Because we got a big old fucking friend with us.
Fun
I'm
bit.
guessing I can't use the disc at all.
So, for Squamalush's effort, and again, good boy Squamalush, obviously.
Yeah.
He has, and I actually looked this up to see if this was a thing. No, I couldn't, and even if they did, I wouldn't give a shit. Squamalush has little wheels. Now,
he has wheels.
He's got little claw feet on little wheels.
Well,
on which Tatter is sitting on the chest, being pulled by Caroline, who has a little bit of a line. The reality is, Squamalush is just kind of rolling around.
Just following.
You are functionally on a mimic go-kart.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
I refuse to go anywhere ever again.
This is my life now.
Yes, I am queen here now. Hello.
The problem being, she's still sitting on Squamalush. She might have lost 2 inches of height, so she's just kind of drifting through the crowds, doing the princess way. Again,
we're gonna take the quickest path. But
this is not the weirdest thing people have seen. But it's up there.
My hat and my scarf.
It's...
Which we haven't determined the colors of yet.
However, the problem is you're riding a mimic, so occasionally you have to sort of, like
Problem?
walking a dog, it's like, well...
Problem? I don't see a problem anywhere.
Well,
Caroline,
occasionally...
here, hold this bottle of wine.
That helps.
You can have that as soon as we get to where we're going, and 2 more. I promise, but we have to go somewhere very important first.
That helps him cut down on him finding interesting stains on the cobblestones.
Oh, yeah. No. We got places to be.
It's...
to eat.
You scuttle. I need fan art. I just do.
There might... Okay, I've settled on maniacal giggling.
That's what's happening. Because that's what's happening. In and out of character, that's what's happening. This is my life now.
Yeah.
This is my life.
This is great.
Taking my chosen foe, even though I'm not a ranger, is stairs. Anyway.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
You scuttle. Kind of taking, give me the go.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces past, and I'm homebound.
The evil party.
Yes. Please, this would be so boring if we were all fucking good.
Goes up and down. Anyway, you're able to kind of lead Grebe around. He's again, you just have these moments just internally of what? How are you? How do you exist?
This dumb bitch.
But this dumb bitch.
Possum says
but you're able to navigate over towards Draven's direction.
Fern said he chugged the dumb bitch juice, and I imagine that.
He did. He is the source of the dumb bitch
saying
juice.
that to you too.
He is the source.
I want you to have a cup for D&D that says dumb bitch juice on it now. So
Oh
badly.
yes, please.
So
I
bad.
I keep forgetting I have this awesome Father's Day mug
I
that I
thought you were
keep
gonna say you
forgetting.
had a mug with dumb bitch juice on it, and I was gonna
No, if I
punch
had
it.
that, that'd be up here. That's
Yes.
not.
Okay.
That's not what's,
So we all need one then. Is what
that's
I'm
what's
getting.
going
Okay.
on.
Okay.
Anyway, you are able to navigate. Now, this is made slightly more hair-raising because as you transition into, obviously, the higher rent section of the city, the presence of the New Dawn picks up a little bit. Thankfully, they don't look. Once you're sort of past the walls, past sort of the checkpoint, so to speak, which is thankfully run less by New Dawn people and more people that aren't paid enough to give a shit. You know the kind of place. So you're able to kind of skitter through without much issue, but there's definitely a lot of iconography and the occasional folks stumping around. And
It's run
being
by the
imposed.
old dusk. Fern says it's run by the old dusk.
It's bummer.
Yeah,
It's bummer. It's the failure point is yes, priests can detect these sort of things and such, but eventually you have to have Jimmy, who's making minimum wage, to sit at a desk, and it's you run into issues. But definitely it is a bit higher rent. It's definitely a bit nicer in here. You're able to find your way to
I say to
spot.
Caroline, we have enough money to stay here. I don't know why we were downstairs. We can all afford to stay here.
We could, but I imagine a high old ticket price into one of these rooms is gonna draw attention.
This is
But I want a bath.
This is further compounded.
Don't you want a bath?
Well, I mean, I kind of usually just go to like a sauna.
Do you think they have one of those here? I don't want to go to one down there though.
I don't
You
like
can't go to
baths.
sauna. Those are kind of public. Fuck.
Yes.
But
Okay, never mind. Okay, and we're just girl
Just
chatting
nattering.
our whole way
Yeah.
there.
Totally
bullshit,
unconcerned.
being very incognito nonsense. Nothing.
The general
nothing
location
funky
and
happening here.
and if
No
if I
magic.
didn't have Draven provide his address, I retconning right now. Anyway,
No,
I won't be
no. I've
reflecting
got
on
a
it.
book. If he wants
He
it back,
he told
I
us
gotta
where
find
he would
it.
be.
Okay, good, good.
Yeah.
He told us where
Yeah,
where to find.
no,
him.
Good.
he left me with that book because he told me where he was, and you said if he hadn't, he knew I would come get it. So yeah.
It's true.
Oh yeah.
It's the fact that the place that you end up is not an inn or even a hotel.
Ooh.
This is a fucking house. This is
Ooh,
this
bitch.
is an estate.
This
Granted,
bitch over here.
It's old and looks a little beaten up, but this is a
Oh,
this is a
perfect.
fucking. Well, we had 2 rooms, motherfucker.
There are 2
Ben,
rooms,
what
and
was
one
this?
of them's the size of this chick.
What the hell? This is a house.
And a mimic, and
You bitch.
Bruh, is
People
very.
angry.
Breakfast, maybe?
Is there a bell? Is there a fence? Something that I can bang on very loudly?
Yes, there is a door. You can absolutely. I mean, it's not quite. It's not quite decrepit, but it definitely has. You know, if you didn't know a vampire lived here and someone told you, you'd believe them.
Yeah, obvious.
It's-
It's obvious. This looks like exactly where I would put him if I
Uh,
had
ju-
anything
just-
in the house.
Obnoxiously beating on the door. It's the fact that you can hear from inside as it approaches Dane say, "No, it's Tatter," and and,
Hasn't
and
stopped.
open the door.
Hasn't stopped. Hasn't stopped.
Yes,
Oh, hi!
it's Dane doesn't respond, just quietly reaches and closes his gauntleted hand over your fist. Yes.
We would like to speak to Draven, please. And I brought his book also to return to him.
Good.
We have a bit of a greed problem.
We'll get back round to that.
Indeed. All of you are just you. three.
The others will be right along shortly.
This way. Proceeds to lead you in, and it is It kind of looks like someplace no one stayed in 20, 30 years. It's dim,
Like
it's
Dinah
dusty, kind of smells a little raccoon-y. If you've ever been in a place where that happens,
Yeah.
he knows.
Yeah.
There's a
Oh.
smell.
Yeah. Yeah, there is. I
Yeah.
don't like
There's
it.
a smell.
God, please no.
Not bad, but it's a little.
Oh, it's a
Look, I dated
just
a
have that
raccoon called
musty,
Red.
unlived
I know the smell.
in, dank.
There's a smell.
Yeah.
But you get,
Nobody's lived here that hasn't had fur in a long time.
20, 30
Four
years.
legs. Yeah.
And you kind of get led deeper into the house. This is like a minor estate. This is actually really nice. But, I mean, it's a fixer-upper. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Further in, which was probably a drawing room of some kind. It's been dusted, at least. There's some accoutrements around, some furnishings. It's nice. It's dingy as hell. And you have
a collection of porcelain cows. Or the Precious Moments figurines.
not in this room.
Ah, sweet.
We'll get there. You have Draven just kind of looking with this mild disgust at the curtains. Just beige. Wow. I'll never understand. As long as anyway. What's going on?
Greed.
There's been some things that have happened, and Sam, Filial, and Grebe are on their way.
Grebe?
Grebe.
Huh.
Greed.
Yes. And boy, does a conversation have to happen with a whole bunch of us at the same time, individually. There's some shit has happened in the last few hours, and I need several bottles of wine, and only some of them are for me.
I might actually need some too.
So I need a lot of bottles of wine, and most of them are for me.
I just want one of your supply.
You can have as many of them as you like, because I understand.
I'll tell you what. Give me just a moment.
Sure.
So that I can make arrangements here.
Sure.
But if you head downstairs, there is a wine cellar. And it is pretty picked over. But there are some there. Help yourselves. They're not mine, have at.
Where can I leave the baby?
You can take him with. You can leave him up here.
Okay, all right.
It should be fine.
I'll find him a nice corner and I'll set him up.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Kind of making arrangements and such. Meanwhile, heading down the wine cellar, this is where the raccoons are. They're not here now, but they were.
Yeah.
They were.
They were.
Oh, baby. But there are a few
still
bottles.
be. I will fight a raccoon for wine right now.
Just, again, fan art. Tatter and a raccoon
And a
like in
raccoon.
fighting game poses.
Tug of war with
like a
bottle
broken
of wine.
bottle.
Yeah.
Just,
Oh god.
Our hands tied together. We're just fucking.
So bad.
Now I have to go
But you're
watch
able
West
to
Side
do
Story
so.
to do it
Meanwhile, the Grebe crew arrive. You didn't really see the girls or anything, but you would assume you're giving them a fair bit of time, and if you stay with Grebe anymore, you're going to test how many times you can come back. So
You probably see wheel tracks leading up to the door from some direction.
it's distinctive. You're going to see how exactly a investigation of how exactly whatever the fuck is going on works. He's an ass. Again, just absolute lamb to the slaughter. You head up to the house. Doors open for you, and you guys trundle on in. And Grebe, kind of like, wow, it's kind of dingy here. It's fucked up. Just blissfully unaware. Arriving in the sitting room, and there's Draven sitting on a moldering couch. And you two get the inestimable pleasure of seeing the blood drain out of Greaves' head. Just
I'm gonna drop Mask of Many Faces.
Everyone's just doing this.
Yeah. When Filial does that, Sam
Oh,
just
we
like
come back up with the line.
shapeshifts back to like
back.
yeah, Sam's face just like horrifically shapeshifts back to like
This
the
poor
Samantha
dumb bitch.
persona is just like
This
surprise, darling.
poor dumb
Heard you had a
bitch.
bone to pick, Grebe.
This poor, sad, dumb bitch. He's
Greaves.
gonna have a heart attack.
My goodness. It has been a little bit,
Oh.
isn't it? I think I'm actually going to kill you this time. I think
And Filial's gonna
Grebe.
go pour 2 glasses of wine and offer one to Sam.
Greaves.
Speaking of killing Grebe, I think we should probably fill
That's
Draven in on what
Oh,
just
we
happened.
will.
Grebe.
We have to,
Yeah.
one thing at a time, I think.
Yeah.
Grebe attempts to.
Waiting for him
Um,
to ask why, and then we'll tell him.
You see him run the numbers on fleeing, come up shop, and tries to plead for his life from 4 people at the same time. It's a skill.
Sees the mimic change
It's just
in the corner.
fucking
Like-
Dane in the room.
Dane in the room. He's
fucking.
surrounded.
He's just absolutely.
And the beige curtains. I mean, he's
Dane.
surrounded.
Dane's just, fucking Draven is just. Draven has the same kind of amusement that you get when you watch a cat get a bag stuck on their head and start running around.
Yeah.
That's-
oh,
kind of-
it's
oh,
so
it-
funny. Oh, it's so funny.
Should probably help him. It's
So it's quiet and we're just staying there. Is it quiet for a second?
oh, it's not quiet. Grebe. It's actually impressive. You've seen people plead for their lives. Again, managing to keep 4 different narratives of pleadings for one's life going at the same time.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a
That's
skill.
impressive.
It's impressive. Which Draven eventually just kind of directs Dane to deal with him. Which Dane then goes over and just grabs him. Just hand, scruff of the gear, other hand, face, and puts him elsewhere.
It puts-
Like just picks him up and goes to other furniture, sits him down, and you know that how it happens sometimes when you fucked up and some adults looming over you with their hands on their shoulders to make sure you don't run or that you're getting the lesson. That's
Yep.
what Greaves getting from fucking Dane right now.
Yep.
Oh.
It's
I have done that thing.
it
I have stood menacingly
deep trouble.
nearby.
It is Draven. Just Dane. If he talks, hit him. It's fine. Well, I honestly thank you. I was worried this was going to be boring.
So, I do need to address that there is a non-0% chance that that's actually Grebe.
Oh no, that's Grebe. Believe me, they have more than enough with one of them.
Yes, that's one of the questions we wanted to ask you because we had a little unfortunate incident at our prior place of stay that involved a little bit of eldritch lightning and some truth spells that resulted in him.
Well, now I
turning
said
into
I would
ash.
tell. I
Slurped
pushed
wine
I
very
pushed too hard and-
loudly.
I pushed too hard and killed him. Long story short.
We believe
And then
that to be a
suddenly,
fake
he
Grebe.
was back. So we have that as well as a few others questions, personal questions that we'd like you to answer.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. First of all, Grebe. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about you. Anyway, Dane hit him. Not gentle.
No.
So, without getting into a lot of the minutiae, Grebe is Grebe, and not the greatest quality. But here's what happens. If Grebe dies,
He's a social construct.
he dematerializes.
What the fuck?
And then
Oh,
he walks back out of the dark. I don't know why that is happening. At least not the complete minutiae of it.
Can I learn that trick from somewhere?
I'm not sure.
that
I
would
do
be-
know
no.
That's neat.
he's not the only one.
Okay.
It's an intrinsic thing. The issue is degeneration. There's issues. He wasn't always this stupid. He was always this much scum. But he
And
wasn't
that
this
ugly.
stupid. Oh yeah.
Ah.
He was
Ugly
not
to
always
you.
this dumb boy, because boy is he fucking dumb.
I mean, he's gotten dumber. But
Boy is he stupid. Then we're doing a lot of people a great help taking him off the streets because he is an idiot.
yes. Shut up, Green. Hit him. It's a rare trait, but something that can be embraced. The issue is he's intrinsically linked now. It's
Oh, thank God.
I don't know. But no, he is otherwise a completely disturbingly unremarkable human. But
That's why he doesn't remember anything. In those moments, he died.
yes,
Oh.
I imagine that may have been an issue. He's been working for me for a bit. And again, when you're doing things of a covert nature, even if someone doesn't have control, if they can't fucking die, that's fast.
Oh, audio.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Yeah,
There you
you're
go.
fine. Yeah,
There's- I
yeah, you're
don't
fine.
understand!
I don't, but I love it. It's my
I can
favorite bit of
understand
lore.
you,
It's my
but
favorite
just
bit
not
of
well.
Dr. Gear's lore.
Ah,
And it's canon. Like, we
I
don't
know.
even have to write this into something or make it up.
you
It's
just gotta
canon.
do it. It just happens.
Yeah,
It's just
somebody
real
needs
life.
to
Do we
write
want
an
to-
SCP about the
Do we need
microphone
to
and
take a
Gears.
break? Or are we good? Or
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm
Good.
hmm
off? Let's keep going. Just making sure because I looked down. It's like, oh, now it's a thing. Oh, it's 9:14.
No, we're good.
We're good.
Right?
9:14. It's that is relatively close to my house number, but it's not 9:14, and I was sad.
You're very silly. You're
Just-
such a nerd.
Shut up! Don't be mean. I'm scared.
You're such-
I am deaf. I
I'm
am
just
the
a
knife.
tiny man.
No, don't be mean. I might just be as big as a lighter on your screen, but I'm actually a big person. Anyway, please ignore Dr. Gears having a
I swear I'm 6 foot.
critical
I swear.
EOS. I'm 6'2". God damn it! It's fine.
You ever hear of girl math? Is that
Shut
boy
up!
math?
What?
Shut up!
Meanwhile, Gears 5'9".
I don't know why you're just fucking with me. You're just fucking with me, and I don't know why. I
It's
gave
okay.
you a mimic.
You can be our resident.
Last person I gave a mimic to married me.
But
Aw.
Anyway.
I do love you, I swear.
Anyway. It's fuck-
Was it the same mimic?
No!
Is it still squabbling?
All mimics are named Squamalot.
Love it. Love
how
it.
it
It's
works.
gold. It's gold.
Canon.
Yep.
That's how it is. But no, it's Draven explaining that Grebe is functionally in a FromSoft game. It just kind of is inconvenient.
What the fuck?
Is Souls his intelligence, essentially? Like he has to go back to the place he died to get his intelligence back?
There's something going on.
That's something.
It's a
I mean,
situation.
eventually, you photocopy something enough, it tends to fucking deteriorate.
It's just
Yeah.
copy.
And then, but yeah, I think so. So he tells us that it's like just all of that.
Yeah.
And Sam was just like,
Yeah.
well, that does explain how he seemed to have memory gaps in the various errands that
Yeah,
he ran
no,
for
I,
you.
I, I said that out loud. I
Yeah.
exclaimed, "That's
To the
why
left.
he doesn't remember anything. He died."
He died.
Yeah, I exclaimed that
Yes.
to the room.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Speaking of which, when were you going to tell us that you used Grebe to recruit us?
To be fair, it wasn't just Grebe.
Yeah.
He was an element of it. We have to work with what we have.
Sam just looks at Grebe real quick and is like, honestly, fair enough.
I'm a little
Honestly-
insulted you used Grebe.
I'm
That's
honestly
what I
a little
had.
surprised you didn't use Greek for
I'm-
me.
I'm
Hmm.
not surprised. I'm insulted. You used Grebe.
But I used other people too,
Well, that's fair.
to be fair.
But,
I'm surprised that you used Greek for Sam and not for me. That's weird.
Things work out the way they do.
Eh.
As a follow-up on that,
Hmm.
it seems from what he's demonstrated and spoken, you knew more about each of us than you've let on.
Absolutely.
I mean, I kind of knew
So
that.
with that in so with that in mind, when were you going to tell me about being part of the Unwilling Eye or whatever the fuck cult apparently that spawned me,
Hmm.
and apparently that Janius was part of?
Well, honestly, first, I didn't think it mattered. Secondly, you didn't ask. So, we all have issues, but now you have. So, we come to an impasse. I take it that Grebe has been speaking out of turn. Dana hit him.
We did put him in a
they
zone of
gave
truth
him
spell.
turns, so technically it was in turn.
So, nevertheless. So, if you have questions, I will do my best to answer them. But you might be happier not asking. It's something I've learned over time. That's why I'm so terribly unhappy.
Yeah,
But
that makes sense.
But
if you have questions, ask,
Oh,
I have a question.
obviously.
Does that phrase that you just said, it will make you happy not knowing? That thing that you just said,
Mm-hmm.
is there a reason why you said it like that? That way specifically?
Because it's true. Why? You concerned?
Because someone said that to me earlier. In that exact way.
Isn't that funny? So, any real questions?
I have several.
Hmm.
The first one is Grebe seemed to know, well, of course it would have come from you, that I was intended to be some kind of cuckoo bird, as he put it, to cause some kind of uprising.
Hmm.
What does he mean by that?
Well, firstly, what I am going to explain is the standard, not you. All right? So, normally, the unwilling eye sets in something like this, or some of the nefarious context. They will insert a changeling or some sort of something to take over a noble house. This is usually as a child. Who pays attention to a child? And slither them in. And just like a cuckoo bird or a snake in the nest, They will either kill or convert the various other members of the house, as many as they can. Eventually, when they grow to fruition and inherit the house, then they drive it to hell, either handing it over to the dark patrons or uprisings, death, whoever's pulling the strings on the unwilling eye today. After which, well, it depends. Sometimes they're brought back into the fold. Sometimes they're broken down for parts. Sometimes they fritter off to their own endeavors. It's a process. Now, that is the standard. That is not what happened to you.
What exactly was the purpose for me? Because I certainly did not grow up in any kind of nobility. Quite the opposite, actually.
Indeed, indeed. The issue is this. Well, there was a slight problem. Now, you're going to have to bear with me, Sam. I'm going to say some things that you're probably not going to be incredibly happy about. But I promise you that they're true. And if you'd rather me not, now is the time.
I need to know about everything.
Go.
Greed blabbed too much about it. Dane hit him.
It's Dane does it and then kind of like looks. Just such a reflex. Okay. So, some time ago, Janius, well, he tried to overthrow the local leadership and failed badly. There were elements of the unwilling eye associated, but he wasn't exactly a part of it. Was he involved in bad things? Yes, yes. I hate to say it. I absolutely do, but he was. But he paid for it significantly. The issue was a lot of things happened sort of at once. So Janius got shoved down into the depths. And there he molded with the other slaves. Many of them were part of this rebellion, or various nefarious people. It matters less about what happens next. Honestly, it was a bit foolish. But these things happen. They had information, you see, that a young heir had been secured. Finally, and at last. The royal family had had a lot of trouble conceiving, and then, suddenly, a traveling doctor provided them with the means to a child. And they prepared. Of course, they had to take the waters in a more quiet venue for this sort of thing. But they were returning, glorious, ready to make the announcements. And so, elements of the slaves and some of the other people who didn't agree with them stole the child. You, more specifically. The intention was maybe ransom, maybe something else. I'm not honestly sure about everything. But Janius saw you, and unfortunately, as these things happen. It seems it was love at first sight. He saw in you something better, and a chance to liberate something from the nefarious and psychopathic tendrils of the unwilling eye. And so things move forward. Well, you couldn't call it blissful, I'm sure. But I'm sure you don't want me to go through all of it.
Was I the reason he died?
Depends on what you mean. I don't think so. I think things would have worked out that way eventually. But ultimately, what it came down to is a sad and all too rare truth. What it's supposed to be. The old die, so the young can live. It's unfortunate, but it does happen. You have my sympathies for what it's worth. No, you didn't lead entirely and directly to his death. But if he hadn't done what he did, it probably would have led to yours. Unfortunate. Terribly so. Does that answer some of your questions?
Are they looking for me?
I imagine that they are. Thankfully, they haven't gotten too close as of yet, aside some minor missteps. You see, there is something unique. Something very unique with you, Sam. And I don't know if it's something that they did or something with your upbringing. You see, the normal folks can't feel. They don't get upset. They can emulate portions of it. But they emulate emotions. They echo them. They mirror them. They don't actually feel them. They don't actually experience them, let alone the range and depth of emotion that you do. The issue with this, besides some of the issues, is most likely they would like to get their little tentacles on you and break you up for parts so that they can better scheme and shill their prey. Legitimately, there's probably some worse things too, but that gets into dark gods, cultists, echoes from places that don't exist, that sort of thing. So, being torn apart into lunch meat, a bit more of an immediate concern. So,
I have a group of fucking demented cultists that want to vivisect me for what? Their dark god? To be better thieves or assassins or whatever they want?
to be fair, it's more the latter than the former. The dark god thing is just whoever's running them or can compel their interest, hence the unwilling part. But yes, that's about the size of it, at least in the short term.
Sam, I ain't gonna let that happen to you.
Oh, lovely. Don't worry, I'm not sure if they could actually pull it off, but they'll give it the old college try.
They would have to get through all of us.
You mentioned that I was stolen from my birth parents.
She'll be back.
Well, in a matter of speaking. The parents that believed you were their child, yes.
Then I was meant to just be some kind of replacement for them.
In essence, yes. They were sterile, apparently. They were told that this process could bring them a child. The reality was not the case. If anything, it was more easy for them. Normally they have to swap a child. They just had to hand one over. They were desperate enough that they didn't question. Yes, unfortunately, the reality of the situation is the people that believed they were your birth parents are the people that had the only man you viewed as a parent killed. Unfortunate. Like I said before, damage provides protection against the predations of the dark. You're all here for a reason.
Do you know if they're still alive? My so-called birth parents?
What would you intend to do if they were?
I'll leave it to your imagination.
I'll tell you what. I need to make sure anyway. As soon as I know, you'll be second to know. So, Sam, you'll have to forgive me. I think we should open the floor. See if anyone else has questions. Filial, how does it feel to be the rope in the middle of tug of war?
You said you like stories.
I do.
Feeling peckish?
Always.
Bamfed off the book.
Oh, that reminds me. There's something with this book too. And I get it, and I just
Yeah, boof. And it's watching him dual wield.
Well, no, you do his book first. Just don't let me forget.
Yeah, fair enough. Kind of riffing through. Oh, dear. Filial, young man.
I
No,
try to look at the book.
I have discerned that Ruin
You
is
did
not
did
the
you?
one who lurks.
No.
But I haven't discerned whether or not Ruin is a true deity in the sense of the word. He seems to be more like an elemental force.
From what I've gathered, I think you're right. I think ruin is more of a concept. Powerful. Definitely powerful. This...
But it does seem as though Ruin has the upper hand, for now.
Well, that's the issue. He's on this side of things. But, you realize the danger of this.
I do. And I do realize the immediate danger is that the old one, he's going to send him after me.
He's not going to be pleased. But we can deal with this. To be fair, we might be able to swing this. Granted, Ruin is one hell of a patron. And didn't promise him anything, did you? Oh, well. We can sort this out. But for the moment, honestly, Filial, I'll level with you. You were wasted on the old patron. I think you know that. Why do for others when you can do for yourself?
You're speaking my language.
We'll sort it out. So, for the moment, we'll see how it shakes out. Ruin can be strong. Be careful. You might notice that when you're leaning on him, using some of those things, it's going to be a little bit more destructive than normal. Ruin, it's a thing. It's got a thing for it.
I expect it to be.
What did you just do to fucking Greed? Did Ruin help with it?
Also, I will warn you about something, and I almost hesitate to do so, because I know what you're going to do. I would be cautious about speaking "my name is Ruin" in a magically emboldened and aggressive way. Just, if you do feel called upon to do so, do so in a place where nothing in visual range you wish to keep. Ever.
Oh,
So just fair warning, might be tempted.
Outside of my own person?
Pretty sure you'll be all right.
pretty sure.
It's Ruin.
You're a bum.
He's not the type to expend his vessels, but they might get a little chipped up. So fair
You're a
warning.
goddamn bum.
It's nothing haven't experienced before.
Any other questions?
One more question, and then to pass on the information that we've learned. Other than this sausage brain fuck over here, now that he's taken care of, and yourself, who the fuck else out there knows about my past?
That's alive and an issue. Well, technically Dane, but yes.
Filio, when you were telling Tatter earlier what happened, did you tell him what happened when it came to Filio?
Oh yeah, did
Draw
Phil
comments and stuff like that? Did you include
mention
that?
Nope.
Reeves intel?
Yeah, no, that's fine. Just wanted to know. Okay.
Yeah.
Nope. That was just for the people that were in the room.
Yeah.
What about the wood elf part? Any of that little
Cackling
bit?
about
Okay.
that shit.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. Sure.
Delete.
Maybe not specifically the drow part.
Yeah, none of that.
Technically, Dane. And the parties involved. But under my employ that I have access to, that's still alive, viable. Maybe Moors. Maybe. The gentleman you met through the mirror. He might know. It's possible, but I don't know I have it 100%. But myself and Dane. And I see no reason to make issue of it. If you wish to discuss it at some point in the future, in a more private capacity, you're welcome. But hands off.
Why would this absolute nincompoop know about Filial and then you and your immediate other masterminds and nobody in between? There's dumb as fuck and you?
Because, unfortunately, sometimes people talk in the room with a potted plant called Grebe.
Oh, Fern, no offense to Fern. Not all plants. Hashtag not all plants.
We like that one.
Have we gone through everybody's personal questions, or did Tatter?
I'm guessing Caroline has a bunch of shit.
I would imagine, but
okay.
Tatter Caroline.
Yeah. I actually do have a question. So, Grebe seemed pretty privy to this whole thing with death shit.
Yeah, that was that was something.
He seemed to be missing a few things.
Yes.
Obviously. One of which being Well, let me tell you what he told us.
Hmm.
He said that I have the ability to kill any. Well, when I kill something, it'll stay dead.
Yes, this is true.
Is that true right now?
Generally. It's still sort of settling. I can make this a degree easier, though you probably won't like what I have to say.
It's not postal.
So, if you hurt deeply enough, if you hurt enough to stop your heart, if you hurt deeply enough to not simply fear or accept death, but to move beyond it, and if you can do so in such a dramatic and rapid capacity, because of the relative delicacy of the world right now, you can smash straight through, falling somewhat out of line with the regular aspects of death. And to an extent, it's like charging through a house and ending up in the backyard. In this case, though, this is everyone else. Normally, the backyard of death, all the people that fell by the wayside, those who died after the rise of the dark, the reign of runes, all the pain and suffering. You see, there's an issue with this. If you are touched by the dark, you don't get to move on. You collect in the backyard of death until something or someone or some force that is capable of reaching there comes in to pluck the lost souls like so many carrots and use or consume or do whatever with them. It's a problem. However, there are occasionally those who have an opportunity to do something different. Instead of just laying like so much dead cabbage, they are still functional, still animate. They hurt, or rage, or suffer. The reasons and aspects don't really matter. What does matter is that they are capable of using it. They cast their life aside, knowing or unknowing, to become a voice or finger of death, to repay that which slayed, to kill that which kills, to shed blood from that which sheds blood, to stand as a voice for those who have fallen, not to redeem, not to save, simply to assuage their anger and act as a bulwark against the predations of the things that wait on the edges of the garden of the backyard of death. That's you. I was looking for one, and it happened to be you. You see, the key of it is it takes an anchor, something that hurts so badly, or causes so much rage, something so furious and deeply connected that is ripped to that sludging purgatory, that it drags your soul along with it. Do I have to belabor the point?
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Good. That's you. So your options are this: run from it or embrace it. If you embrace it, you will slowly become less and less what you are, and become more of what you could be. Run from it, and it will take much, much longer. That's the way it sits.
What does the end state look like exactly?
Well, that depends on the individual. I'm pretty sure you've seen some of the signs to begin with.
If you're talking about me unknowingly casting spells,
No, I'm talking about the void where your heart used to be.
yeah.
As you lose more of yourself, you'll be able to embrace more of other things. Be careful. You're still, getting started. Amusing, I wasn't even sure it was you. It took a fair bit. Almost passed you over. Don't worry. We'll be able to work it out. Dane will be quite useful once you're able to, well, you'll know.
One concern I've had, am I going to literally disappear?
No. No.
Okay,
The
it's
world
not gonna
is
just go
not
there. Okay.
that lucky.
Okay, that's one nightmare. Cost off.
Speaking of which, Tatter, how are you getting
Oh, I'm just peachy.
on?
I'm great. My book
Concerns?
talks to me, and now your book does too.
Hmm.
Recommends I go some places, you know, the normal stuff.
Does my book talk to you?
Yeah, I don't know. Does your book talk to me? Can I see your book?
You did.
Oh,
Wait,
that's
you want
right.
me to
Did
know?
his book talk to me?
Yes, it did.
Oh, yeah, your book talked to me too. I would have
Fucking
told you
book.
that, right?
So,
What did his book say to me?
it told you, it reminded you about the library.
Oh, I thought that was my book.
Well, it would have done so, but nevertheless.
Yes.
Yes,
okay.
no, his book does talk to you.
Yes.
Oh, I
and
thought
that-
y'all were being metaphorical.
No, my
Um,
book talks to me. His
it-
book talks to me. His book talks to me. The books just talk to me. I'm not talking to books because I'm crazy. I mean, I am, but it's not because. It's because they're actually talking to me.
There, shut up, Tatter.
Ah,
So,
well, that's rude.
yes, it is. So, here's the thing. Question.
Hmm.
How much do you want me to explain?
Well, I want to show you the address he gave me and see what you think of this. Let me show you this message. And I give him the address. I tell him what
He
the
looks it
book
over
said
and
about going
Draven's
there.
unfamiliar, but if it's a library, he's interested.
Yeah, so I'd like to head there at some point. I don't really. Do you think it's trying to kill me? Because I'm good with just going along with it.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know.
Fair.
It's so, again, I'll be discreet, if you wish. Because of your status, you have a certain rapport, a certain connection with displaced entities. They might be trying to contact you. The issue is the nature of these displaced entities. They sit in a very specific spot, and that could be concerning. It's, well, I believe under certain conditions you'd be familiar with it, though I doubt you could easily remember. The issue with this is where it sits, these voices, shall we say. Because if you think of the darkness in the world that has fallen as a great wheel, they sit right in the middle of the axle. Now, there's a lot of dangerous and awful things around them. But because of this, they can see and potentially even interact in ways that would be very difficult otherwise. Because of your affinity and your connection, you're able to communicate, apparently. I would be concerned in its way. This whole process isn't 100%. It's people of your status aren't terribly common. Pulling people back, yes. But naturally, that's a different beast. Very, very, very few. So there's concern. But for the moment, if the information's useful, why not use it?
Fair enough.
Unless you have more specific questions.
No, because I don't like airing my dirty laundry to the whole room.
I understand. And again, if anyone has issues or concerns further down the pipe, Dane, hit him. We'll address
Pap.
the issues as need be. Hit him again. But I understand that this is a concern. We've had a bad disruption. I imagine there are issues. We do have some information to go over. But I suppose for the moment, as things stand, if you don't mind, I guess I'll put you up here. Grebe we'll deal with. No, I didn't say hit him. It's fine.
It's too late.
Um,
Yeah. I heard his name and punched
It
him
just
in the
jade-
face. Yeah. It's too late.
But you're welcome to avail yourself. It's a little bit of a fixer-upper, but we're getting to it.
Yeah, what's with the beige curtains?
I don't fucking know. We're dealing with it.
I also
Um,
don't trust beige in a place like
No,
this.
it's awful. Phil, you'll mention additional information.
As far as our task in the city goes,
Hmm.
the Who for
The who?
the Who
Love their
for
music.
the No Magic is it's going to be the New Dawn.
Hmm.
The why is the next thing we need to work on, and we're probably going to have to infiltrate the New Dawn somehow to get the information. But it does seem that they're quite dangerous.
Now,
We
I'm
gotta
gathering-
wait.
Can I be a new Dawn? Can we all be new Dawns?
No. I don't think that would work right at all. From what I understand, they're
No
exclusively
fun at all.
human. But,
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm fully human.
I'm a cat. I don't think that's gonna work.
yes, and
You'll be fine.
I'm a run-of-the-mill blood-sucking vampire. Anyway,
I knew it.
Shut up, Tanner. I'm pretty sure Grebe might be able to help with that a little bit. He's got some connections, I believe. At least he generally does. Parasite. We'll have to see. It's got a lot of moving parts here. Couple of things, though, off the top, while I have you here. I imagine you've already picked up. Be extremely careful using magic. They're particular about it. Not fans of the unliving or non-human. But that just means that they still exist just as, at best, second-class citizens.
Are they watching for magic or using other means to detect it?
So about that, yes and no.
Hmm.
They have a means by which to perceive magic at a distance. You might notice some of the towers in the area with the New Dawn's iconography on them, watch posts. The problem is it is based on line of sight. They need people on the ground to pick things up. The issue is the staves that block magic also prevent them from detecting it.
Nice.
So they can't do both at the same time.
Nice.
Also, the detection is pretty obvious.
Nice.
It appears to be extremely painful when they do it.
Oh,
To them?
No.
I imagine to the subject.
The subject.
So, wait, I'm confused.
So it's
So-
something they have to actively do. It's not a
Indeed.
passive. They're not passively watching for magic.
Indeed.
Detecting it.
Indeed.
So they zoom in on somebody and see if they're a magic user?
There's something going on with it. Again, the problem is I am still getting a feel for all this. Something with the towers. They can do a thing. Now, I've seen it happen a couple times. Whatever it is.
Does their detection extend to magical items or just magical usage?
I think it's usage. I'm not 100%. But I do know that I have seen someone who they suspected walking in the street and then suddenly dropping to the ground, sun fishing, as if his entire body hair turned into fire ants. It seems unpleasant, so definitely be aware.
That might be a problem.
Does that happen to somebody regardless they use magic or not? Is it just the check them out effect, or is that only for magic?
From what I've gathered, that is just magic user.
Joy.
Working on process. Apparently, there's ways to block it. Granted, if you get caught doing it, it's just as bad as being a magic user. I'm working on angles. One of the issues is those damn staves. They have ones for various purposes, but the anti-magic ones, because it's not conscious. What?
We might know where one is.
The fuck? How?
Creep has one.
How would Greed know? He doesn't know anything.
We beat the sheriff.
Yeah,
We interrogated him for information, and he said
Oh,
they had one.
It's how we got the idiot here.
He's got one in a basement somewhere, apparently.
Greed. Do you have
Creep's-
a staff?
He's asleep.
I know
His
where
ass
it
knocked
is.
the fuck out.
Yeah, no, I have a staff. Greed. I would like to be clear about something. I'm going to ask you something, and if you don't, I am going to hook my finger up through your soft palate and out through your eye. Do you have the staff where you can get to it? No? Okay. Thank you. Can you show us how to get to it? Same thing. Yes? Okay. We're moving forward.
Good enough.
Excellent.
I do want to bring up something a little bit important. Because it may blow a couple here. In fact, it almost did blow a couple here.
Oh?
I turned invisible while buying clothes, and I did not mean to.
Oh, you adorable Tabby. Why the hell are you like this? Okay. Fuck.
It's
Okay.
got to teach you how to do Kegel exercises.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Magical kegels.
Clinch.
I already do those. Talia.
Do them on beat with this music.
Draven just quietly massaging his stuff. Okay. So, death marked hit. Going to start manifesting abilities. This would normally not be as big of an issue, except for the cult that destroys magic users. We'll figure it out. Dane should be able to assist you. We might take a moment to make it so that you don't fuck shit up. Here's how it works, okay? If you do something fucky with magic, act surprised and run away.
Oh my god.
Nothing to do with you? Hell no. Oh my god, how did this happen?
Point at some random person. What have you done? And run away.
See, she gets it.
Hmm.
She gets it. Dane hit him.
Alright.
Um,
I just hope I can pull it off in the moment. I ain't the best of liars.
oh, no, it's not lying. It's legitimate. Oh, shit, what's going on? And then you just run away. It's fine.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. We'll work it out. Dane, can you assist? Presumably. Yeah, see? He's always willing to help out.
Alright.
Dane, why do you look so dull? I like it when you smile. Just this helmed.
Lighten up, Dane.
That's fair. I don't wear my helm anymore.
Mhm. So we'll sort things out. Just fun of working with the dog. Well, had a full day, I suppose. I'm going. So we don't have a lot at the moment, and I'm not big on supplies. We'll get some things around, get all established, comfy, cozy. Grebe and I need to have a discussion, primarily relating around property rights and doing what I fucking tell people to do. Once we've established that, I imagine we'll be able to move forward in a much more conducive and friendly capacity. Now, unless you'd like to hear what Grebe sounds like when I am using generally fingernails to deglove his arm, I suppose we can have you skitter out to get supplies for the homestead.
Is that genuine awful?
I don't know. I haven't heard that in a while.
It's been hours.
I mean, I
Oh,
could
I
use
forgot
my
my
entertainment.
audience. All right, so I need
I-
a couple of people to go get some cheese and bread. The rest of you get those chairs, come over, we'll have a class.
I
All
have a
right?
question. I have one question.
Yes.
Trying to figure out how to phrase this. Would you be mad if any of us killed each other?
It'd be inconvenient. Tremendously so.
Tada. The fuck are you on about?
Wait, the way we fight, none of you have wondered if he would care if
There's nothing wrong with establishing ground rules.
yeah.
I didn't think this had to be said.
Look, I
Well, it's
don't know
good to have
about you,
things
but
laid
I kill
out.
people for fun some days, depending, and I'm curious of how invested he is in our well-being with each other.
Minor assaults.
Minor assaults? Oh,
Yeah,
Have it.
how much trouble are we in if one of us dies from the other? How do you feel about that?
well,
Can
it
we
would depend on the
refrain-
situation. It would depend on
Can
the
you
situation.
refrain from doing it while on the job?
I'm literally just asking.
Allow me a moment. All right. If at all possible, if one of you kills the other, I would appreciate it if the body could be recovered back to me. If we would like to bring the person back around, there are certain things that can be done. However, I will bring up one minor subject. I didn't recruit Grebe because of what happens to him. In fact, he is unaware of it. I found that out after. I have also found this out about 4 other people who have worked for me. All I'm saying
See,
is
no,
that
I'm glad I asked.
if it does shake out that one of you kills the other, maybe don't say anything too insulting while you're doing so. Not guaranteeing anything, I'm just saying that you could actually have to live with the things that you do.
I have another question then.
Obviously.
If Caroline killed Grebe, would Grebe stay dead?
I honestly don't know.
Can we
I
find
could-
out?
I mean,
Well, no, I
if
need him for the
he's-
Well,
moment.
then we'd have to go and get him again.
Well,
Yeah,
We
I'm
have to
sure
do the
it'll
whole
come
dog
up.
and pony show.
I'm sure it'll come up at some point. That's pretty
No, no.
cool.
There are degrees. If Caroline, Big Kitty, kills someone, that's one thing. If Caroline, mournful avatar of a broken death, kills someone, that's different.
It's whether or not I'm in emotional turmoil, essentially.
Something like that.
I
I
don't
mean,
think Grave is
Caroline.
capable of putting me through that, I'm gonna be honest.
Yes. Caroline, I'm sorry. You didn't think you were smiting with holy joy, were you?
Oh, fuck no.
Good. Just making sure. In any event, we'll sort things. So, Sam, Caroline, supply duty, if you don't mind. Get some goodies around, some snacks. There's this place up the road. They make these things called honeycombs. It's this pastry thing with honey inside. Wonderful. They smell fantastic. Maybe pick up a couple. The rest of you will have a class. Now, as a vampire, you do have very strong nails, but you do need to maintain them. If you don't razor tip them, then they don't work. You can still do a lot of damage, but it's so very inefficient. Oh, Grebe, shut up. Don't be a baby.
Taking notes.
I think we'll...
Fade to black.
Oh, yeah, fade to black.
Oh no, I have a
Oh, fade to
question.
black! No,
I have
Tony.
a question.
No questions. I don't care about your bag of holding.
No, honestly, it's not about fandom.
So
We'll
while
get
we
to
were
that.
doing that, safe to say
Not
we
all my
took a
questions
short
are
rest.
about fandom.
Yeah, absolutely.
To be razor
Um,
sharp.
Just noted.
That's what you see me. I was.
But it is after 10, so I think we'll.
Oh, is it?
It is.
Just after 10.
Just
Okay,
after 10.
cool.
Just after
Just
10.
there.
So I suppose we'll pack her for tonight. As fun as that is.
Great session.
That was
Fun,
so good.
fun bullshit.
Great
Shit got
session.
weird.
Shit got fun.
We have some good stuff in the future. I do have some stuff. I actually spent most of yesterday rolling up some goodies, some dungeony stuff, some encounters, some bullshit.
God, I can't wait.
Some things where I'm going, it's like, why do these keep being rated deadly? That's
Out of it. Let's
they'll be
go.
fine.
Let's go.
What do you mean there's 14 of these? That'll be fine. It'll be fine. Come check things out, see how
We're
things
gonna
shake
die.
out, see what
It'll be fine.
see how the pressure goes on, or can they come back? Or are
we
they
don't-
going to manage to get into a dungeon without killing each other?
If we don't
know.
already have another character to play in case you kill us, then what are
Might
we
just
doing?
want to have one in the
I've
background.
I've
Yeah.
got one on deck.
I just want to have.
Yeah. This campaign? No. You can't
It's
have
one
your
of
guy
you
on
just.
deck.
Just
That doesn't mean you should be okay with killing us.
it's the moment when
Gears.
you roll. It's like, how
But
do I do on
some
the
of us
test?
are
It's just like you have
prepared.
another character, right? Like it's fine. Check things out, see how things develop. Do have some interesting stuff. Y'all like spiders, right? Spiders.
Yes.
Yeah, it's cool.
Spiders,
Mm.
spiders.
Spiders
I've
are
got-
fun.
Gears, I've got a closet full of pet spiders. I don't know if I told you that.
Oof, I did not know.
Ooh.
I have a closet
Um,
full of tarantulas.
Oh my! Of course, I
Quite
I am
literally.
both horrified and not surprised in any way. You're not allowed to tell my wife ever.
Would that be
ever.
good or bad?
No, she just wanted
she
a
want one?
tarantula forever. Don't.
I'm
No,
yeah.
stop.
I have one that's like this bright blue
Stop.
and a bright orange,
Stop. Don't.
purple.
Oh my
Yo, they
God.
make them in all the
I'm
colors.
gonna tell her and she's gonna
Green.
freak out anyway. But no, come hang out, see my life decay around me. See everyone else carry on and do stuff, see how things shake out. Will things get weird? Will we actually get to a point?
Next Sunday.
Who's going to
huh?
die? We're going to see next Sunday, which would be a lot of fun. Back on the regular schedule. Also, incidentally, if you can, I know I whine about this and whinge. If you can donate a little bit, I would appreciate it. My wife is started a new job, and it's actually working really good. We're going to be able to pay stuff. We're going to be able to do stuff and
Oh,
move
yeah.
forward. The issue is
Getting
that
there.
is the bills and the pay is all fucked up. Basically, we have $75 to get through 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be rough.
Mm-hmm.
So anything you can do that would be, if you were going to blow it on a cup of coffee or something like that, please send it this way. If you don't mind, I would really appreciate it. My family would appreciate it. Just to make things a degree easier. Our our YouTube premium ran out today. Just today. It's just like, why do we live with this shit? It's awful. But if you can, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. It would definitely help keep things under control. I would definitely appreciate it. I promise not to blow it on plastic miniatures. That's not till we get established. That's not till we get established. But we would appreciate it. There will be links and so on and so forth. But it does help a lot. Help keep things running. Keeps everyone happy. We're going to hang out for a little bit for Patreon-y folks. Again, I keep telling people the DVD extras of this campaign are where it's really at. I put my foot over my head. I'm wondering, I'll tell you what, first thing I'll do, I'll see if I can get my foot behind my head.
Oh my god.
That's been a few years. That's been a few years. I think the background can take
Nolan,
it.
were you here earlier
So
when
just
he
saying.
just flipped his fucking leg up to his fucking ear?
No.
I don't think it was here.
I don't think he was.
Like,
I'm
he
just
flipped
saying,
it,
if you're
flipped
not,
it up so well, I had a
If-
moment of thinking it was a
it was
prosthetic
prosthetic.
leg. He
Like I
was
just had a
suddenly
fake leg.
holding up.
If
It
you're
was
not
just up.
in the Patreon, it's worth it. If only for I'm just telling you, people. Shit gets weird.
Yeah.
So come
That's
check
where
it out.
we
But
keep all of Gears' feet pics. If
absolutely,
anybody's
that's where it
interested.
is. That's where it is. That's where it's at. But no, we appreciate you all hanging out with us, spending the time. We know you have many bullshit podcasts and D&D campaigns to choose from. We're very pleased that you choose us. Don't know why, but we appreciate it. Appreciate it definitely.
Shop smart.
Come hang out. Come check us out next time. I'll be very happy to see you next time in the Dark World as Dr. Gears presents. I am Dr. Gears. This is the Feet Pick crew doing the jazz hands. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. There it goes. No, it's on the Patreon. Damn it, Phantom. Breaking ranks.
Phantom.
Anyway,
Not for
we
free.
appreciate it very much.
You guys
Come on.
Bye, everybody.
Donate a buck. You saw our feet picks. Come on.
See you next week.
Bye. Bye, folks.
Bye.